would have did well.
The really obscure stuff and that stuff. And a lot of people, they would just drive to PA and stuff.
A lot of people go to Saskatoon too. Back and forth and everything else.
But like if you go to like Canadian Tire online and they'll have something, you can just pick it up at the store.
we're back at her. Flow Hockey TV, the Flin Flon Bombers, the Nipawin Hawks all set to do battle here for the 5th time this year. Both teams coming in with some momentum. The Flin Flon Bombers unfortunately had that 10-game winning streak snapped on Saturday, but still picked up a point. Played very well, dropping an overtime game against the Stars, 3 out of 4 points, unbeaten in their last 11. Got an honorable mention. Got an honorable mention in the National rankings that came out yesterday. The Nipawin Hawks, they still might remain in the base for the SJHL standings, but 4-4-1-1 in their last 10. And great to welcome Raphael Sorey back to the broadcast booth. Not only are they 4-4-1-1 in their last 10, Raphael, they're only 7 points out of a playoff spot. That's how tight it is this year.
Yeah, and really playing their best hockey of the year are the Nipawin Hawks, but they are running into a red-hot Flin Flon Bomber team who had a bit of a shaky start to the season, to say the least. Probably not as bad as they were when they had that losing streak. Maybe not as good as they are when they're having that win streak, but definitely turned the corner and gained a lot of confidence and momentum for this tilt tonight.
A lot of it, I think, was when they got Matthew Keeper. He's 7-0. They got him from the Western League. He's come in. He stabilized the goaltending. He was in net for the 4-1 victory against the Stars on Friday. A perfect 7-0 on the year. He's going to get the call again here tonight. And I'll tell you what, Keeper's numbers this year have been nothing short of fantastic. He is the reigning SJHL goalie of the month. Keeper 7-0. He's got a save percentage of .942 and a goals against average of 1.84. So one of the big reasons why the turnaround here for Flin Flon. As we get set for the anthem, we'll get the starting lineups and of course puck drop here momentarily. So we mentioned the numbers for Keeper. Gage Roberts will get the call here for the Hawks. He's 3-5-1. He's got a shutout this year. That was that 1-0 victory in Humboldt a few weeks back. The goals against the 3.88, the save percentage of 894. He'll get the call for the Hawks here tonight, the Flin Flon Bombers. Going to start things off with Keith Gruner, fresh off 3 goals from the weekend. Gruner's line will kick things off along with Anthony Piccinino and Leighton Carruthers. On the back end, Cole Tanchuk. He'll get things going here. And he'll start things off on the back end here tonight with Kyle Marston, of course, the newcomer they got just out of the Alberta League here a short while ago. And Mike Reagan back from the World Junior A Challenge there, Raphael. Bronze medal in tow. Not how you start the tournament, it's how you end it, apparently.
Colin Senft also the hero in the bronze medal game, getting 2 goals in that one to lead Team Canada West.
And Luke Lepper, of course, part of that. They're both in uniform tonight. We're underway. 5th meeting of the year. The Bombers have won the 4 previous games, including the 5-2 victory in Nipawin back on November the 23rd. But like I said, the Hawks are playing some rejuvenated hockey and led by former Bomber Connor Ryan, SJHL Defenseman of the Week. He's got 4 points in his last 3 games and has crept into the top 10 in defenseman scoring. Here's a chance for Flin Flon right off the hop. They throw it out front. Leighton Carruthers on the doorstep, but Roberts stopped him. He'll get it back to the blue line. Tanchuk waits for it, swings that pass to Marston. There's a shot deflected over top of the net that time by Gruner. Quick start here for the Bombers tonight. The Hawks still have the puck and they'll move it out. They'll pass it up to center ice. That's grabbed and fired inside the Flin Flon zone that time by Hoynes. There's Tanchuk. Back of the net, Marston has it. Off the glass, he'll lift the puck back to center. Hawks are making changes. The puck will roll inside the Nipawin blue line, picked up by the defenseman Cutler. Back to center, knocked away by Yakimchuk. This will chase The Hawks back. Cutler will touch up. It's an icing call against Flin Flon. He'll grab the loose puck back in the Nipawin net. We played exactly 1 minute. Quick start here for Flin Flon, but a big save by the Nipawin goaltender, Roberts, right off the hop.
Well, the last time we saw these two teams play in this building, it was right from Drum Street that the Flin Flon Bombers just were all over the Nipawin Hawks. Good start to settling things down for Nipawin as the Bombers have the face-off deep in their own end.
Winner will take the face-off here against Ryder Ringer to the right of the goaltender, Matthew Keeper. Like we said, a perfect 7-0 coming into the game here tonight. They'll work it back to Cutler at the blue line. That one got blocked. Hawks get it back. They get a chance. They'll rip that one wide. Wallington holds it in. That gets blocked off the shin pad that time of Cormier. Puck will roll down the ice. Roberts comes out to play it perfectly. And the Hawks move it quickly to center ice. That's Giroux. Back to Drake, trying to get a stick on it. He'll poke it back across the Bomber line. Flin Flon gets it back. Pass up the middle. Too far that time for Cormier. Icing negated. Puck is picked up this time by Biondo. He'll move it ahead. Hawks come out to center ice. That's picked up here by Drake and wristled back inside the Flin Flon zone. Keeper out of his net. He'll pick it up along the boards. Grabbed here by Seitz. He'll move it ahead. Tate, who's had himself a nice week as well. 7 points in his last 3 hockey games. Moves it ahead. Lees throws it in. Olsen was knocked to the ice. Couldn't pick up the puck. Grabbed back in the goal by the Hawks. They'll bounce that ahead. Intercepted here by Seitz. Seitz has got it. A chance from his off wing. That goes wide. There's Joey Lees pushing it back in the goal, but grabbed this time by Tate. He loses the handle. Intercepted. There's a shot fired over top of it at that time by Olsen. Lepper's got it. He fanned on that. Hawks get it back inside their own zone. Along the boards. That's picked up here by Tate. Tate leaves it there. Grabbed here instead by Anderson. Carter Anderson for the Hawks. He'll pick it up and flip the puck back in. Their leading scorer entering the game here tonight. I mentioned, of course, before puck drop tonight, at least it'll be a little bit less confusing now that, of course, there's no more Carter Anderson and Flin Flon. Always interesting when those two guys squared off against each other. There's Connor Ryan, the former Bomber at his blue line. Back to Jansen, hit his skate. Stitton has it. Stitton will quickly get across the Hawk line. Stitton down the wing, trying to get away. Stitton back of the net will hang on to it. Wyatt Stitton throws the puck in the corner this time for Ewan. Intercepted that time by the D-man Seabrook. Seabrook and Ewan tie up back of the Bomber net. Puck kicked free this time. And set in the blue line. Lepper knocked it down. Swings the pass. There's a chance now. Fired on target that time. And Smith gets not one but 2 opportunities, but neither one he could get on net. Hawks intercept. There's a big body check there. Ewan comes over and was a big body check on Taylor at center ice. The fans enjoy that. And the Bombers will pick up the puck at their blue line. Here's the quick pass to Stitton. Stitton down the wing. He'll cut across the Hawk line. Shot on target. Kicked away that time by Roberts. Nuka will throw it back in. Stitton out front. Chance there for Crothers, who had that great chance right off the hop, but he can't knock that one down. Grabbed instead by Hoynes. Hoynes gets it back to center ice. That's picked up by Karkachuk. He'll flip that one in deep. Also racing after at that time was the other Hawk forward, and that was Watson. Puck is pinned up deep in the Flin Flon zone. It does squirt free. Bombers get it back. Now it's stripped away from Piccinino. Rolls in front of the goal. Knocked away that time by Marston. He'll get it back to Gruner, but he turns it over at center ice to Karkachuk. Karkachuk will have it. He'll flip it inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Townchuk to get it, as he had Roberts on him. Bombers play it ahead. Grabbed here by Gruner. He's got a lane. Gruner across the line. His shot again goes wide. Karkachuk will chip into the far corner. Piccinino there to pick up the puck. Piccinino in the corner. Nice job to get it down low this time for Gruner. Gruner trying to get to the center of the ice. Knocked away, came back to Yakubchuk, flipped it out front. Chance for Piccinino. Can he finish up? He has a move on Roberts. The puck is at the side of the net. I think the Nipawin player blocked it. I think
Seabrook was in there.
Yeah, I think he fell down behind the goalie. I think he made that save. Puck stays out, still scoreless here. Good pace here in the opening period. Here comes Sharon. He takes a bit of a hit as he'll throw that inside the Flin Flon zone. Hawks follow up. That's picked up here by the big forward Witter. They'll throw it back out front. That one got blocked by Yakubchuk. He goes down. He's shaken up. Puck lifted out. Cormier has it at center for Flin Flon. He'll skate down the other way. Gets the pass back over to Senth. Like Raphael Frey was mentioning, the hero of the game for Team West on Sunday, 2 goals, is able to come home with a bronze medal. Tough start for Canada West that tournament, but boy, it sure ended well with a 5-2 victory against Canada East on Sunday afternoon. Cohen Senth a big part of that with a couple of goals. Flin Flon works it back to blue line. There's Luke Lepper, another big member of that squad. Hangs onto it, leaves it there for Smith. Smith will now shoot it. That got blocked. Hawks done a nice job blocking a number of shots here early in the game. They can't get the puck out, though. Flin Flon holds it in. That's picked up in the corner that time by Seabrook. Can't get it out. Semp gets it. Deflected out front. Here's a chance. There's an open net that time for Cormier. Blocked in front again by Seabrook. How good of an opening period is number 6 for the Hawks had?
Yeah, he's been all over the place, and a lot of time without a whistle, a lot of free-flowing hockey. The Nipawin Hawks, really, they have developed since I've last seen them. I guess the early part of the season, they're trying to find their identity. Sometimes it takes a little while, this young squad, to gel, but it looks like their flow is a little better, their systems are a little off, and they're making fewer mistakes.
And they bear down in their own zone really well. Joey Lees. A 3-point weekend will take the face-off here against Tate. Hawks win the draw. Can they get the puck out? Not right now. They can't. Seitz will get it. They'll flip it back in. Wellington will go back of his own net around the boards that time. Tate has it. Sends it back to center ice. There's a nice pass. Picked up that time and fired wide of the mark, courtesy of Bruce, the former Humboldt Bronco. Flin Flon back the other way. Lees gets the pass at center. Lees. It's a pretty good move around the defenseman, but Hawks get some assistance that time from Wellington, and he'll flip it back in Flin Flon territory. There's Tanchuk. Put it back to Lepper. Lepper. Ahead to Olesen off the tip of his stick. Biondo will get it out. Puck comes back to Bomber blue line. Hawks want to make some changes. Puck picked up this time by Lepper. Plays it back to Tanchuk. Tanchuk to Olesen. He'll dump it in the rest of the way. Seitz after it. Seitz tied up back of the goal that time with Mitchell. Seitz will work it back to Tanchuk. Just holds it in. His shot for the blue line. On target. Save made. Rebound right back to Marsden. He'll throw it to the corner this time to Muka. Try to come out front, but Hawks intercept, and they'll move the puck out. Puck is sent to center before it's intercepted by Flin Flon, fired back in. Mitchell, the big Nipawin D-man in the corner for Biondo. Biondo loses the handle, picked up here by the Bombers' Muka. Try to come back to blue line, that one got blocked. Ewan has it. Ewan, his pass got intercepted partially, and it bounces back of the Nipawin net. Ewan will get it back. Blue line it goes. Marsden a chance. Glove save made. Roberts has been sharp early. Shots are right now 8-0 Bombers. Raphael, 12:44 to go opening period, but we're still scoreless.
Yeah, and I gotta say the play of Lees has really improved. Probably in the past month, you've really noticed.
He was great on the weekend.
He was fantastic. A lot of confidence, a lot more aggressive, a lot more sure of himself, and you definitely notice when he's out there.
Face off inside the Hawks zone. The left of Roberts has been perfect so far tonight. Hawks trying to get on track here offensively. Marsden has it at center. Quickly across the line. His shot blocked. Off the stick and goes wide. Keith Gruner, back of the net. Keith Gruner throws it out front. There's a chance on the doorstep again. Absolutely highway robbery by Roberts as he takes it away from Carruthers. The second time we've seen him wide open in front of that Nipawin net. And that's the second time that Roberts has stoned him here in this opening period. Carruthers will get it again. Across the Hawk line, tried the toe drag, puck rolls over to the goaltender, and Roberts will smother that. Boy, 2 outstanding chances for Carruthers. You don't get any more open than he has.
Gotta be frustrating for the Bombers as they're doing everything right, getting lots of chances, getting them in tight, and Roberts just denying them at every turn.
Highway robbery, Roberts, 2 gigantic saves on Carruthers here early. 12:09 to go opening period. The shots are 10-0 Flin Flon, but it's a scoreless opening period. Ringer in there for Flin Flon off the draw. Got that quickly over to Cormier. That shot again got partially blocked. That's picked up this time by the Hawks' Cutler. Cutler's got it. He's got some room. He'll take off. He'll flip the puck back across the Bomber line. Puck will roll wide. It'll be an icing called against the Hawks. They'll touch up with a face-off coming back in Nipawin territory. Just under 12 minutes remaining here in the opening period. And like I said, Nipawin maybe no shots to show for it, but their goalie's keeping him in. You just never know, right? The one guy gets really cold. That's always a worry, I think, if you're a coach, if your goalie's not getting any shots.
Yeah, he could have a sandwich back there. He hasn't had much effort to do it all. It's all been in the Nipawin end, and the goaltender here just being stellar for Nipawin.
Bombers win the face-off. It comes back to Holmes. He'll dump it in back of the Nipawin net. Semp after it, knocked away from him. Held in by Ringer. Hawks block it, though. They'll bring it out. There's a pass set back to center ice. That's tapped inside the Flin Flon zone that time by Chirot. Flin Flon quickly back on top of it, though. They'll flip it up the middle. Waiting for it is Cutler. Feeds that one back over to Wellington. He'll dump the puck back inside the Flin Flon zone. Yakimchuk will pick it up. Had to be careful, had a guy on him. Quick stretch pass to Cormier. He'll dump that one back to Ringer. He's across the Nipawin line. Ringer hangs on, fanned on it. Gets it back. Ryder Ringer, the only bomber in the top 20 in leading scoring amongst the SJHL leaders. He's had himself a nice year, one of the team leaders in goals 11. He and Keith Gruner tied in that department. Here comes Bruce for the Hawks. Bruce tapped away from him, took a bit of a bump as well, but Hawks will get the puck and send it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Lepper back of his own net. Throws around the boards to Lees. Lees will chip it back to center. Knocked down that time, sent back to bomber line, but right back on Lees' stick. Lees will take off across the Nipawin line. Here comes Joey Lees off the side of the goal. Gets his own rebound, back out front. They can't find the handle. Great opportunity that time for Olofsson. Puck sent the length of the ice. Keeper will stop that. Smith will grab the puck with Bruce on top of him.
Technically the first shot of the game for Nipawin.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if we'll see if they give him credit for it or not. They should, because if he's not there, it's in the net. Well, there it is. The shot's up there. Smith tied up by Jansen. Hawks get a chance. That was an opportunity that time, courtesy of the Hawk forward, which was Druce. Nipawin will keep the puck in, looking to get something going. Blue line for Connor Ryan. Connor Ryan has it. Throws it to Druce. Druce spins, fires. That one goes wide. Seabrook already having a nice game defensively. Throws it out front. There's a stick save made here by keeper. Puck comes back out front off his skate. Seitz has got it. He can't move the puck ahead. Picked up by Olofsson. He'll dump it down the ice, and Roberts comes flying out of his own goal to Jansen. He can't pick it up. Townchuk has it the other way. Dropped it back to Marsden. Marsden's pass, knocked down by Ewan. Ewan's got it, ripped it off the helmet that time of Roberts, right off the top of his bean. Watson back to center here for the Hawks. He runs out of room. 10-3 the shots now. Hawks block it. They'll keep the puck in as Hoynes is tripped up that time. Flin Flon gets it back. They'll lift the puck outside the zone. Cutler again, steady D-man, gets it back and flips it inside the Flin Flon zone. Keeper, the bomber netminder, will wander out of his own net. Around the board, Stinton can't pick it up, intercepted by Karkachuk, and he'll send that one in deep. Racing deep inside the Flin Flon zone is Hoynes. Loses the handle, puck comes out. Ewan takes a run at Cutler in front of the bomber bench. Townchuk forced back in his own zone. This is Marsden, takes a look. Stretch pass that time to Stinton, he'll chip it in deep. Puck picks a bit of a bounce, and it makes its way to the front of the Nipawin net. Grabbed and smothered this time by Gage Roberts, who's been by far the busier goaltender so far in this opening period.
Flin Flon Bombers rolling their four lines and are dominating each and every time when they put someone out there. See, Ewan's got lots of opportunities. Carruthers, Lees, Ringer, you name it. It's going to be interesting to see as the game goes along, the depth, and if Nipawin can roll four lines to match this intensity that the Bombers are putting out.
So media timeout here tonight. Fifth meeting of the year between these two clubs, like I mentioned. And,
well, you see, Robert, a well-deserved Gatorade break for Roberts. He's got the towel going. He's got the beverages going. He's got to get himself just fully hydrated after that performance.
Well, what do they say about goaltenders? You got to be lucky to be good, and good to be lucky. An example of that, he's made some great saves with that last shot by Ewan right off the top of his head. He didn't even see it, just bangs right off the mask and out of play.
I mean, that one by Carruthers was right at the lip of the blue ice and had the quick release and just great instincts and great reflexes shown by Roberts.
So immediate timeout here, the Bombers and Hawks, fifth meeting of the year. They won't play again till after Christmas, of course, in the way that the schedule's set up. This year you play everybody in your division 8 times, so they'll get a look at each other a few times in 2025 as well, as Gruner lines up for the face-off here against Wittert to the right of Gage Roberts. The story tonight, 10-3 the shots again in favor of Flin Flon. 8.5 minutes to go. It's been a very quick opening period. The puck will roll in the front of the net. Roberts has got that. We should see what's happening out of town tonight. The other big games in the SJHL. Melfort, Notre Dame, no score, about 13.5 remaining in the opening period. And of course, Weyburn playing their games in Assiniboia till I guess we hear differently.
I think till past 2025, and shout out to the community of Assiniboia for hooking that all up.
Yorkton up 1-0 already in the opening period. Still scoreless here. The puck comes outside the Flin Flon zone. Yakimchuk back at his blue line, gets it over to Piccinino. He'll lift that one ahead. Biondo will go back for the Hawks. He'll play it off the boards. The veteran D-man will get it back to center. Yakimchuk waited for it. Didn't like how that was setting up. He had Witter all over him, so he'll drop that one back. Gruner gets his pocket picked at center. The puck will roll back across the Flin Flon line. Piccinino, he's after it. Knocked off the play that time by Biondo. Drake is after it. He loses the handle. Here's a chance for Gruner. Gruner across the line, walks in, gets a quick shot, and Save made once again by Gage Roberts, getting back, like you mentioned, to the Weyburn situation. My understanding is, obviously they're moving all the games there, but they've also billeted all the players out in Assiniboia as well.
Wow, it's a whole shout out going out to the community of Assiniboia for getting that all going. Not an easy or fun situation there, as I guess they have to get all the ammonia plant work being done, and that probably is not going to happen until 2025.
Yeah, Christmas break probably can't come quick enough. I guess they're working on it now, and that would cancel minor hockey and everything else.
Yeah, that's a lot of active activity community there, or maybe go down to Estevan for stuff. They'll have to figure it all out.
There's a good chance that time for Cormier. He'll drill that over top of the Hawk net. Flin Flon trying to get on the board here. They got 12 shots in the opening period, but nothing to show for it so far. Gage Roberts perfect between the Nipawin pipes. Flin Flon worked it back to Leper. Leper at the blue line, swings the pass to Smith. His low shot deflected. Good save again. Roberts in the zone tonight, Raphael.
Yeah, he's going to have to be, because this is just an onslaught here, and I think the Nipawin Hawks know they can't be playing defense all day long.
Well, Tad Cozen saw enough of this unit. He said, change them up. We're going to go a full sail change here with 7.5 to go. And a big face-off once again inside the Nipawin zone.
This seems to be the best Nipawin Hawks team that Tad Cozen has had over the past stretch. This is probably the best 10 games that they put together.
Here's Smith back at the blue line, a one-timer. He just fired it wide. They got a great young cast here, and he mentioned it from day one. They're going to have to be patient, take some lumps, but they're starting to see some dividends from these talented young players. They're right in this game here tonight with only 3 shots. They're still right in it. Leper will knock this down midair in his own zone. Watch it on top of him. Leper able to get it out. He'll play it ahead to center. Here's Cormier. Tapped it back to Ringer. Ringer trying to throw that back out front. That's intercepted this time by Wallington. Got it back to center. Smith got it back inside the Hawks zone, and Hawks will pick it up. This is Cutler. His pass is up the right side. He's looking for Karkachuk. He missed him. Icing is negated. Flin Flon will flip the puck ahead. That's knocked down. Now it comes out. Watson on top of it, but knocked away that time by Olison. He feeds it back deep in the Bomber zone. I don't think Township was expecting that. 6.5 to go opening period. Swings the pass to Olison, a good move. Olison feeds it back to Seitz. Lees across the line, tried to feather that one out front. That one got blocked that time by the D-man Mitchell. But Flon continues to go after it. Mitchell in there as well for the Hawks. Got some help from Jansen, but Township will hold the line. Swings it to Marsden. Here's a quick release. That got blocked that time. He ends up taking Garuin down to the ice. He's shaken up. Puck is loose at the side of the Nipawin net. Flin Flon trying to take advantage. And Garuin needs to get off the ice here. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he's hurt and he's dropped his stick and he can't get off the ice quick enough. Play goes back down inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Seitz' backhander picked off at center ice that time by Seabrook. Big body check there as he collides with Seitz, and there's a chance of behind the D. Great opportunity that time for Jansen. The first really good chance for the Hawks. They'll throw it back in. That got blocked, but Flin Flon can't clear. Puck tipped in front of the net. Hawks are after it. Picked up in the corner this time by Tate. They mentioned, of course, how dangerous he is. Bruce has got it. Tried to feed it out front and hit his skate. Stinton struggling inside his own zone, bumped off the play that time. Hawks hold it in. That's Connor Ryan at the blue line. He loses the handle. Intercepted by Marsden. He'll take a look and flip it out. Flin Flon's going to make changes. They will. Ryan will grab it quickly at his own blue line. Tapped it ahead. He had Anderson there and just missed him. He might have had a lane to the net. Flin Flon can't clear. Connor Ryan holds it in. Puck knocked down in front. The Bombers do get it out. That's picked up here by Muka at center. He found on it. Got it back. Throws it in. Puck will come in front of the goal, grabbed and held on to once again by Gage Roberts. Less than 5 minutes to go opening period, but still scoreless, even though Flin Flon out shooting Nipawin so far, 14-4.
And when the injury of the Nipawin Hawks, Noah Druin there on the bench, favoring his hand as he was doubled over in pain, trying to kind of just shake some feeling into it as he got drilled in the hand and is hurting on the Nipawin bench.
4:57 to go opening period. A face-off back inside the Hawks zone. The left to Gage Roberts, a big part of the story so far. Stinton will line up for the face-off here against Witter. Bombers win the draw, comes right back to Smith. The blue line shoots out on target. Save is made. Puck is loose in front of the Hawk net. Nipawin tries to get it out. That's Big Drake, and he'll dump that over to Cutler. Cutler's got it. Moves it ahead, back up the middle for Witter. Cut off that time by Yakimchuk. He'll play it ahead to Muka. His backhander, he's looking for Gruner at center. Gruner able to tap it away and try to throw it back out front, but Witter comes back and picks it up. Witter for the Hawks back at center. Long shot. Steered away that time by keeper. Not a lot of action for him in this opening period. Here comes Piccinino. He'll pick it up. A little bit of room to move. Piccinino to center. Down Down the right side, across the Nipawin line, back out front for Gruner. He's covered by Biondo. Puck laying there, grabbed again by Piccinino. Piccinino at the side of the goal, tried to move in for a shot. He'll drop it back instead. Lepper holds it in. Lepper to Gruner, quick chance, blocked in front that time by Mitchell. Ewan from the difficult angle, and he put that off the side of the goal. Flin Flon pressuring, trying to get that goal here. Lepper after it, out front. Save made, Roberts, rebound the blue line. There's a chance by Smith, and that got blocked that time by the Hawks' Shear. Here's Carruthers back out front, another chance for him, and he's denied again.
Bounced off the mask again, too.
Gage Roberts has got his number big time here in the opening period. Great chance again for Carruthers. That's his third chance from point-blank range in this opening period.
A lot of free-flowing hockey, not a lot of whistles, no penalties.
No, you're right. It's been a clean game.
It's been all go, 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 and Roberts being the difference so far.
Gruner lining up for the face-off here against Hoynes. The Hawks win the draw quickly. They're away. Here's Karkachuk. And he got it just to the line before it was taken away. He was all by himself. Flin Flon a bad read in their own zone, but Carruthers will get to it. That hits Piccinino's skate. The Hawks hold it in. They'll throw this one in back of the Bomber net. Picked up by Watson in the corner. That's Hoynes. Back to Karkachuk. They're cycling the puck, trying to get something going. Back to Watson. Watson in the corner, hangs on. There's a chance up front for Karkachuk. Wraparound attempt. He almost jabbed. Oh, that was close. Good save by keeper. I thought Karkachuk was going to get that in there.
I thought he just put it past as well, but it was just pressed up against the post and a little pushing and shoving going on after the play. The first real chance that Nipawin has had all game.
Yeah, they're that close. I mean, keeper, I think he looked like he was a little late reacting to it, but I think when you're such a good positional goalie like he is, he makes saves.
He just mashed it right up against the pole there. A good opportunity with the wraparound as Nipawin now getting their best chance in the Bombers' end so far here late in the first period.
Mason Karkachuk that close to picking up his 9th of the year. And like Raphael mentioned, by far their best scoring opportunity here in this opening period. The shots are 17-5 Flin Flon, but yet it's scoreless at Nipawin. Like we said, their goalie holds you in, you never know. That close to making it 1-zip. Tate will take the draw here. Reading SJHL Player of the Week, like we mentioned. 7 points in his last 3 hockey games, the former Western Hockey Leaguer. They're hoping he'll stick around. He's 18 now. It'll be hard to say if he goes back as a 19. I'm not going to say for sure or not, but one thing I do know, Nipawin hopes he stays here.
Well, Nipawin may want to just still, this is the time where the momentum of the game's kind of stopped. We've had a little more missiles. Nipawin slowing it down, keeping it in the Bomber end, just trying to pounce on a Bomber mistake because they've had so much good fortune on their other end with their goaltending. Just the smallest mistake could be the key here for Nipawin over the next little while.
Tate will take the face-off. He'll line up against Ringer. Ringer wins the draw this time. It goes right back to Marsden. Back of the goal, puck is picked up, set off the boards. Here's a chance for 2-on-1. Ringer and Cormier. Ringer hangs on, shoots it, and he's denied. Oh, somebody might want to call the police. Highway robbery here by Roberts in this opening period.
They want to call the Montreal Canadiens, Rob.
Well, I don't think goaltending's Montreal's problem. Everything else is. Ringer, what a chance he had. Denied. Here comes the Hawks. Anderson to center. He'll let that one rip. Gloved and held on to by Matthew Keeper. What a save by Roberts. This guy is dialed in tonight.
Yeah, this is as strong as a performance as the Bombers have just done everything right. They've won their share of faceoffs. They've had the pressure in. They've shot from outside. They've shot from in tight. They've gotten pressure on them. Maybe they haven't screened everything. Maybe try and put some bodies in. Frustrating Roberts is going to be what the Bombers are going to have to do to try and put one past.
Hoynes take the faceoff right off the draw. Here's a chance for Watson, but he can't get a stick on it. Bombers cough it up in their own zone. Now it comes free. Seitz will get it again at center. Seitz has Hoynes all over him. Nipawin really scratching on this one. Watson comes over, throws a nice body check here on Seitz as well. Penalty going to be called here. I guess they didn't like, maybe a charge. I'm not sure what. Oh, they're going to say it's a hit to the head here. So Watson's going to take the first penalty here of the opening period. And I got to give Watson a lot of credit, Raphael, because it seems like in Battleford this past week, it didn't matter what team took a penalty, everybody argued on their way to the box. He didn't say anything, he just skated there.
Well, you may want to say something you don't and then have it turn into a double-minder or go for an early shower.
Flin Flon will go to the power play for the first time tonight. Their power play has not been good lately. They're ranked 8th in the league at 18.4%, but maybe having Luke Lepper back will help a guy to cut a quarterback, and they really struggled in North Battleford. They caught the puck up here. Here's a chance now for the Hawks. As Drake will bring it in, he gets a chance. That goes off Ringer's skate. Picked up here by the D-man and held in that time by Mitchell. Good penalty killing here so far by the Hawks, which, by the way, are ranked dead last in the league. You wouldn't know it right now. A nice start for them. I think they got some confidence with the way this game's been going.
Power play really struggled on Saturday for the Bombers.
It certainly did. Lepper, they couldn't even set up, but kind of what's struggling now. Here's Carruthers. Back across the Hawk line. Brings it in deep. He gets tied up. Gruner gets it free to the blue line. Here's Lepper. He'll swing the pass to Ringer. Back out front to Carruthers. Lepper at the blue line. Carruthers looking for the one-timer, but Drake blocked that. Flin Flon will get it back, and again, they just can't solidify any offensive zone time on these power plays. Here's Lepper. He'll stick handle up the left side. He'll bring the puck in deep. Lepper will try to chase it down himself. Poked away that time by the big D-man Mitchell. Flin Flon holds it in there. There's a chance in front for Carruthers. Can't handle the pass. Back to blue line, the Ringer. Ringer's got it. Back of the goal, gets a return pass, bounces it off the boards to Lepper. Again, Carruthers a one-timer, good save that time again by Roberts. 4 saves on Carruthers alone in this opening period. Rebound picked up, sent down the ice. There's 40 seconds to go in the power play. 57 seconds remaining here in a scoreless opening period. Luke Lepper to size it up in his own zone. Here's the quick pass to Cormier. He's got 7 power play goals this year. He's got a lane right now. Cormier in front, there's a pass, they score! What a setup to Piccinino. It is a power play goal. And Piccinino will drain that at the 19-18 mark. What a play by Cormier along the boards there. Raphael went right around the D-man, an absolutely beautiful fed pass to Piccinino to score the power play marker.
Yeah, Piccinino will get the goal, but Cormier was really the straw that stirred the drink right there. Beautiful pass right on the tape. Got it with the quick release to Piccinino, and the Bombers finally get one past Roberts in the final minute of the first period.
That might have been their first shot on that power play. I don't remember. Sorry, Carruthers had the one chance before that. When the Bombers are on the board, it's Piccinino's 5th of the year. Cormier will get the 1 assist on it. Tate's out, he throws it ahead. The puck will bounce across the Bomber line. Taylor after it, knocked away from him. Here's Lees. He dumped it ahead. They're going to give Lees a 2nd assist on that one. Didn't even know he was even on the ice there, but I guess he was. Tanchuk drops it back to Marsden. Picked up by Lees, and he'll flip it in. Save is made back in the goal by Roberts. He'll flip it to the far corner with only 5 seconds to go. Puck is sitting there, held up along the boards that time by the Hawks, and they'll hang on. I don't think Lees was even on the ice there, was he?
Well, he's not on that line, so.
Yeah, I think that's a miscue. Anyway, Flin Flon finds a way to get it done. They fired 20 shots against Roberts, finally beat him in the last minute of the opening period.
Yeah, but full credit to Roberts there. He almost hold on. I think they don't take that penalty. It ends up being a scoreless tie going in. Just 1-0, but if you're the Nipawin Hawks, you kind of got him right where you want him. You didn't play the best, but your goaltender bailed you out, and just down by 1 after that performance, Nipawin has to be thinking that they're kind of good going into the tunnel. Flin Flon Bombers, I think Mike Reagan expecting this one to be maybe 3-4 or nothing going into the dressing room.
Well, they fired 20 shots. Gage Roberts, a hot goalie, and it's interesting. I was chatting with Mike before the game tonight. We're talking about, of course, all the different goaltenders in the league, and everybody seems to have a good one. I mean, we look at how good Justin Merrick was in Battleford this past weekend. Of course, Matt the keeper really making a noise. Both Humboldt goalies have been good. You got the tandem, of course, in Weyburn of Daz and Mitchell and Zoll, and Roberts making a claim tonight. None of these goalies are easy to score on, I guess is the point I'm trying to make.
Well, the last time we saw Clyde here at the Whitney Forum, he put a hell of a performance together here, so he's no slouch himself for the Hawks.
But anyway, Flin Flon will take a 1-0 lead to the locker room. We'll run down the scoring summary before we head off for a break here. Again, it's the 1 goal by Anthony Piccinino, a power play marker. It was, they didn't even give Cormier an assist on that. They're obviously going to switch it. He made the play, beat the defenseman, fed it out perfectly. They've got on the score sheet here, Piccinino from Marsden and Lees. No, it was Piccinino from Cormier. I don't even know if there was a 2nd assist on that. Without Cormier, there's no goal. He made the play on it.
Well, Cormier was the one who had the he started the whole play going and put it right on Piccinino's stick where it had to be.
That came at the 19-18 mark. Flin Flon 1 for 1 in the power play, and again they outshot the Hawks in the opening period as well. 20-6 when Flin Flon leads after 1 period of play this year. Their record is 10-1. When Nipawin trails after 1 period of play this year, and they have been getting better lately, like we mentioned. When they trail after 1 period of play, the Hawks is 2-10-1-2. But again, like you said, you kind of ride the play of your goaltender. You're 500 your last 10. And they did come back. They were down 3-0 against Estevan there about a week ago and came back and scored 3 in the 3rd period. So you're never out of it.
Yeah, a lot of those stats are going to be in the early part of the season when Nipawin frankly struggled. But as you mentioned, this is a young team. They've gelled together. They've very much improved all as a unit. And it showed there in the 1st period, just giving up the 1 goal.
So full marks to the Flin Flon Bombers, who do find a way to get a 1-0 lead after 1. His Piccinino scores on the power play. His fifth of the year from Cormier, and they've switched that. It's Cormier and Marsden, so he'll get the second assist on that one. But a big lead for the Flin Flon Bombers, who I think after you get 20 shots on net, Raphael, you want to have at least a little bit of reward for all your hard work, and that could be a big goal for them going into the intermission here.
And they had great chances. Carruthers had two on his own. Ringer had that one from the outside. They were working it around. The power play was able to click as well. They had great chances in front. No bodies in front. I think traffic trying to get in front of Roberts is what the coaching staff is going to be preaching heading into the second period. So
a good start so far. Flin Flon, like we said, had their 10-game winning streak snapped on Saturday, but still points their last 11 games. They want to keep it going as they get set to wind down, of course, not only the first half of the season, but 2024 with that home at L'Orange, which will not be easy on Friday and Saturday night. So Piccinino's got his fifth of the power play. We'll take a break and come back with the second period momentarily. welcome back to the Whitney Forum. We're just getting ready for the second period. Once again, the Flin Flon Bombers a 1-0 lead. Just a one goal, a late power play goal here by Anthony Piccinino, but boy, what a setup from Cormier. Cormier don't pass the puck any better. They made a great move on the D-man, got the puck out front. Just a tremendous setup.
Shades of Gretzky to Shades of Lemieux to Gretzky at the Canada Cup in '87, Rob.
Well, and Piccinino, you talk about where he put the picture perfect top of the net. Most of these goalies, they do a pretty good job blocking the bottom part of the net, shooting up high. Great goal by Piccinino, starting to come around. Just his fifth of the year, Raphael. But I think if you want to predict anybody going to break out with a good second half, I'm thinking Anthony Piccinino is going to be there.
Well, he's got the touch. It's just kind of he's been snake bitten a little bit, but it took
some injuries too.
It took the perfect play to get one past Roberts. I mean, everything else, he's just absolutely been a stone back there for the Nipawin Hawks. We'll see if he can maintain that type of goaltending for the second period.
See what's happening in the other SJHL games here tonight. Two other games, of course, happening. We have got in the SJHL here tonight. The games, of course, we mentioned Weyburn has to move all their games to Assiniboia. We're assuming by the new year they should have things rectified. Melfort a 1-0 lead on Notre Dame. The 20-year-old veteran D-man Andrusiak has scored for the Mustangs. They lead that one 1-0 after one against the Hounds, and it's 1-1 as well in Assiniboia tonight between the Yorkton Terriers and the Weyburn Red Wings. David Coyle, the former Melfort Mustang, opened up the scoring for the Terriers tonight. And Ryder Romelaire has come back to tie things up with a goal late in the opening period. So big matchup there tonight. You want to talk about big game in the standings. Yorkton Weyburn right now, both sitting with, the Wings have 34 points, time at Flin Flon for 30. Yorkton right behind at 33. So it is tight. Big games in the standings. Of course, the Melfort Mustangs really the only team running away with a really between them the rest of the pack at 23 and 4. And how crazy is this? I mean, like we mentioned when we kicked things off tonight, the Hawks just 7 points on the playoffs. I'm sure if I was to say to Tad Kozin, getting ready for the Christmas break, you'd have 7 wins on the season, but we're yet only 7 points on the playoffs. I'm sure he would have taken that.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if you get 7 points these days is tough because everybody gets a point with ties and shootouts and things like that. But this is the best product that I mentioned this in the first period. The best product that Tad Kozin has put on the ice, and the team is really gelled. So he's got something to build in going into the 2025 portion of the year and into the second period.
Linus lines up against Gruner, and we are underway in the second period. We'll see if that late power play goal sparks Flin Flon tonight. And like Raphael mentioned, it took pretty much a perfect shot to get a puck past Roberts. He stopped everything else tonight. Flin Flon to the attack early. Tanchuk shot. Looking for Crothers through a maze of players in front. Trying to chip that back up front. The puck is laying there. And grabbed and held on to by Roberts here. Now we'll get another face-off back inside the Nipawin zone. Looks like not a bad crowd here for a Tuesday night, like we mentioned. Bombers will close out 2024 with a home-and-home against the L'Orange Ice Wolves. Haven't seen them since the second weekend of the season. L'Orange has had their ups and downs, but are in a playoff position as we speak. It's been a nice turnaround for Kevin Kaminsky's crew here this year, and look forward to those 2 big games coming up, of course, this weekend. Brothers at center will flip the puck back across inside the Flin Flon zone. Tanchuk had to be careful, had a guy all over him. It was Karkachuk who had the best chance for the Hawks back in the opening period. Flin Flon moving ahead. Here's Marsden. Marsden to center, hangs onto it. He'll dump it in. Try to drop that one back. There's Gruner. He'll flip it back to the blue line. Tanchuk waited for it. He knocked it down. Shoots that one through traffic. Roberts saw it all the way, kicked it out. Piccinino jumps on the rebound. He had the goal in the opening period. They'll play it back to Tanchuk again at the line. His long shot. Roberts stopped it. Rebound is laying in front, and a chance for Piccinino, but he can't get any wood on it.
Noticing Piccinino and Gruner really parked in front of the net more.
Biondo back of the net. That's Mitchell, the big D-man as well. And Karkachuk will flip the puck to center. Marsden knocked that one down. Plays it back in. It rolls to Biondo. He's got it. Gets it right back to Karkachuk. He'll swing the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. Tanchuk there had to be careful. Had a guy on him. Picked it up. Marsden. Center ice. Seabrook intercepts it. Throws it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Tanchuk there. Battling in the corner that time with Drake. Drake, a big body. Knocked it down to Connor Ryan at the blue line. His long shot kicked away by keeper. There's a rebound in front. Hawks try to get to it, but it's Cohen Semp. But it had to Cormier. Back to Semp with a chance for 2-on-1. Semp hangs on. Tried to feed that over to Ringer, but a great play that time by the D-man. Maybe one pass too many there for the Bombers. They miss out on a good opportunity there as Cormier will try to chase down the loose puck. It comes back to Yakupchuk at the line. His shot deflected. Another good save by Roberts, that time on Cohen Semp. Roberts robs him. Drake to center. Sends the puck back inside the Flin Flon zone. They'll play it ahead quickly, try to catch the Hawks on a change. Winger can't pick it up. Swatted away, comes back to Holmes at center. He'll play that one over to Jakubchuk. He'll send it in. Roberts stopped it back in the net. Threw it in the corner. Sight's got a piece of it. Knocked off the play. Bombers try to jump on the loose puck inside the Nipawin zone. Hawks intercept, but they can't clear. Knocked down by Jakubchuk. He'll fire it on target. Save made again by Roberts. He'll make the easy save and hang on. 23-7 the shots in favor of Flin Flon so far.
Roberts gave out that big one earlier, but his rebound control for the majority of this game has been very much on point, not giving the Bombers too many bites of the apples. That one probably the only big rebound opportunity that he's given up so far.
Yeah, he's played well tonight for sure. I thought he played well when they faced him at Nipawin as well back on the 23rd. Here's Smith's long shot. That's partially blocked that time. It comes back out front. The Hawks will rip that into their own bench, so we'll get a face-off. Once again in Nipawin territory, just underway in the second period. 17:08 remaining. The shots again 23-7 Flin Flon here so far tonight. Outshot the Hawks 20-6 in the opening period. Got the only goal again, a big power play marker from Anthony Piccinino. The only penalty so far that's been called in the game. Off the draw. Here's Sights, a chance. Scores! Roberts never saw it, and Sights gets it right off the face-off. And they're going to put the, hopefully they put the replay up here, Raphael. You'll see he never even had any idea that shot was on net. Going to come right here off the face-off. You're going to see it. And look at the way that Roberts reacts to this when Sights has it. He has no idea where it is.
I think he was blocked by the two guys taking the face-off. They were still in the circle.
So Sights will score, and for him, that's his third of the year. And that's 2:56 into the second period. So Flin Flon will take a 2-0 lead. Tough break there for Roberts, who's been so good tonight. Bombers get it back. Puck is played back to Sights at center, who's got the second Flin Flon goal. Whacked away from him. Flin Flon will try to hold it in. Leper races over. Leper raced over, kept it in. Here comes Giroux for the Hawks back the other way. His shot goes wide, came right back out front. Watson trying to get a stick on it. Smith got drilled back of the Bomber net. Here's Watson with the wraparound attempt. Watson knocked to the ice. Puck picked up here by Ryder Muka. 4 Bombers away at center. Leper pass to Muka. Cuts it. Scores! Ryder Muka's first as a Flin Flon Bomber. He's been so close so many times this year. Ryder Muka on the good give and go, Raphael Saray, and that's one he'll never forget. His first ever SJHL goal.
Yeah, the local product getting it done there as the Bombers have really sort of cracked it open here as the Nipawin Hawks couldn't, I think, maintain for a lengthy period of time that kind of offensive onslaught.
And Karkachuk is making his way to the dressing room. That's a big loss here for Nipawin.
Yeah, he's their star pretty much.
Karkachuk will make his way to the locker room here with the Nipawin trainer. We'll see if he makes his way back in the game tonight. That's a tough setback for sure, but Flin Flon quickly out in front 3-0 on quick goals here by Sights, his third, and Ryder Muka his first, so a pair of 17-year-olds. Giving the Bombers a 3-0 lead. Here's Tate back the other way. Tate cutting it, shoots and scores! Tate continues his hot play, and he walks in and rifles that one underneath the bar here. And the goals are coming fast and furious here early in the second period. Ashton Tate, we mentioned 7 points in his last 3 hockey games. Knocks the puck down at center, steps across the line, and he drills it underneath the bar. Beautiful goal by Tate. And the Hawks are back in this game at 3-1. And for Ashton Tate, that's his 5th of the year. Wow, we haven't even played 4 minutes yet. We've had 3 goals in this second period. Here's Tate again to center. Ashton Tate across the Bomber line. He'll hang on to it. Throws it in deep. Tanchuk along the boards. Tries to freeze it up. They've got a big tanglement going on between Ewan and Tate. Puck back of the Bomber net. Picked up here by Marsden. Marsden will move it ahead. Hawks throw it right back in. Tanchuk has to be careful. Hawks want to make changes. Tanchuk will pick it up inside his own zone. 3-1 Flin Flon in front. Boom, 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 boom. Goals, like we said, right off the fly here. Ryan intercepts that one at center. Bad pass, taken away. There's the Hawks back on the attack. Connor Ryan out front. Oh, he had one of the Hawks back door there. The Hawks get another chance. They'll rip that over top of that. There's an opportunity that time by Giroux. Flin Flon will get it out. Race for the puck. Carruthers is 2-on-1 with Stitton getting into the play. Stitton looking for the pass, but blocked that time by the D-man. Nice play by Connor Ryan. Shuffles it back out front. Piccinino a goal tonight. Carruthers back to Holmes. His long shot. Stopped that time by the Hawk netminder Roberts. He'll hang on with a guy draped all over him. You want to update some of those goals there, Raphael?
Well, I'll do my best here. Seitz scoring for the Bombers, making it 2-0 at the time. Olofsson and Lee is getting the assist on that one. Then Muka's goal, I got Ewan at least with one assist there at 3:40, and then it looks like the Tate goal is going to be unassisted for Nipawin.
Yeah, because he took it right off the Bombers' stick, so that would make sense. Hawks have caught some fire, though, after that goal. Here's Watson, barreling down the ice inside the Flin Flon zone. Watson, big body, will carry it in. Good move back of the goal. Watson out front. And a chance for Hoynes, but he can't shoot it. Flin Flon will clear it back to center ice. Picked up here by Piccinino. Piccinino loses his stick and then gets drilled in the corner that time by the Hawks. Flin Flon works back the blue line. Yakupchuk a chance. That got blocked by Watson. Great shift for him, but Watson loses his stick. Yakupchuk will flip it right back in. Cutler will pick it up back of the Hawk net. He flips that one ahead. Gets away from Yakupchuk. He'll have to chase it down inside his own zone. Being watched this time by Hoynes. Hoynes right in on top of him. Yakupchuk had to be careful. Hoynes, nice forechecking. Plays it ahead. Comes back to center ice. Intercepted this time by the Hawks. Wallington dropped it back to Bruce. Bruce back out front. There's a chance by Hoynes on target. Stopped by keeper. Bruce has got the rebound. Dropped it in the corner for Hoynes. Back of the goal it goes. Hawks trying to make something happen here. That's Tate who's got the goal. He's knocked to the ice here. He's shaken up here as well. Puck still back of the Bomber net. The Hawks have it. That's Anderson, but that's knocked away that time by the Bomber D-man Holmes. And Tate really shaken up here, Raphael, as he's slow to get up.
Yeah, he was doubled over in pain and just a little woozy. Doubled over again here as, free-flowing action here so far in the second period. I think that Tate goal at the Bombers, they were a little too loosey-goosey after those back-to-back goals. And now things settling down a bit, and Nipawin putting a lot of pressure in the Bomber end.
Yeah, they certainly are. Another face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. Shots are 6-3 Flin Flon in the second period. 26-9 Flin Flon so far in the game. But Ashton Tate, as hot as they were coming in, 7 points in his last 3 games, gets a big goal here.
And you got Karkachuk out in the dressing room.
Yeah, you're right. And that, like you said, one of their top-end guys.
And Druin had that hand injury. I'm not sure if he's out there yet.
I think he's been out there once. I think he just played a shift a few moments ago, icing against Flin Flon. So again, just updated the goals here. Sight from Olofsson and Lees. That would make it 2-0 Flin Flon at 2:56. Muka comes back. They're giving the assist to Lepper and Ewan. And then Tate for Nipawin at 3:51 unassisted. And it makes a current score of 3-1 Flin Flon with 13:25 to play in the second period. Bombers win the faceoff in their own zone. Semp gets drilled. He can't get a hold of it. Drake will pick it up for the Hawks. He'll drop it back to Mitchell. Mitchell up the right side. Poke back inside the Flin Flon zone, but Bombers get it back right away. Here's Luke Lepper. To Semp. Oh, bad pass. Intercepted here. Biondo all over it. That's the second or third time we've seen the Hawks pick off a Bomber pass and come in. And you're right, you don't want to get too loosey-goosey. You're looking at the standings, you got a few goals. I'll tell you what, some of these Hawks can play. Here's Cormier, in tight for Ringer. Drop pass, a chance, and fired wide that time. Lepper, puck out front. Cormier shuffles it in. Oh, that one hit the post, a chance for Ryder Ringer. And the Hawks will bring the puck out.
Another great feed from Cormier.
Here's Drake, back the other way by himself. Drake will carry it in. Ryder Ringer off the goalpost. It looked like the goaltender Roberts was down and out, but the puck stays out. Here's Semp. Back to center ice to Seitz, who's got a goal here at the second, but that one knocked away. Taylor for the Hawks. Tried to feed that one ahead to Jansen. If he picks it up, he's got a bit of a lane to the net. Tied up with Marston in the corner. Marston around the boards. That's picked up by Seitz. He gets met with a body check by Connor Ryan. Boy, is Connor Ryan turning him to a heck of a big D-man in this league. They get chances to play. Good things happen. Here's Marston. Lepper not sure where it is. He'll get rid of it. Puck redirects to the Hawks zone. There's Olofsson on top of this one. Throws it over for Joey Lees, but that's cut off. Seitz in there as well. Puck is bouncing. Hawks have it. Connor Ryan will jump on it at center. Ryan and Taylor, that's offside, but they do get it. 11:43 to go, second period. Boy, goals fast and furious here, a 3-1 game, and the Hawks hanging around with only 9 shots on net.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say before those onslaughts of goals. Beware of teams that are hanging around and are getting good goaltending, as they can be dangerous, because whenever there is just a small little slit, just a small little sliver of light that they're able to attack, and things settling down here. Nipawin a lot more time in the Bomber end than they have in the entire first period.
And they're winning some face-offs, too. They win another one. Here's a chance off the face-off. Bruce, a quick chance, and keeper will reach out and grab that. You know what? If Nipawin could score here, making a one-goal game, could be very interesting.
Well, on the other end, they're blocking shots and picking off, getting their turnovers in and getting chances from their defense.
Tate will get set for the face-off. He's got the goal for the Hawks here tonight. He'll line up against Joey Lees, coming off that three-point weekend against the Battlefords on the weekend. Putting the tying goal to get it to overtime on Saturday. That one got blocked, comes out. Danchuk has it. He'll flip the puck back inside the Hawk zone. Wallington is there with Olafson all over him. Flin Flon throws the blue line. Jakubchuk knocks it down, swings that towards the front of the net. Lots of traffic in front of Roberts. I don't know if you saw that one either. Bombers can't hold it in. Puck stolen this time by Tate. Tate to center. Stick handles across the Bomber line, throws it back out front to Bruce. Bruce bunched up, can't get the shot away. They poke it right back out front to Tate, and keeper will clear it to the boards. Puck goes back to the Bomber net. Tanchuk has it. There's a drop pass. Intercepted. Tate fires that one. Didn't get much wood on it. Boy, the Bombers are coughing up the puck a lot in this second period, Raphael.
Yeah, I was mentioning there, the turnovers, all their stuff is happening right in the center of the ice, and that's where Nipawin's really coming in to pounce. And Nipawin, as soon as it touches their tape, they're putting the shots on that. They're not gypsy-doodling around. They're just trying to bombard keeper for the Bombers here and get some goals going.
Hawks now leading the shot clock in the second period, 7-6 after that quick chance by Watson right off the faceoff. So Nipawin, that Tate goal has really sparked them here in this second period. They've been outplaying Flin Flon so far in this second period, despite the Bombers getting a couple of quick goals here early. The Hawks have responded. Watson winning another puck battle, cutting out front, throws it to the front of the net. That one sent towards the front by Mitchell, and it got blocked. I've been impressed with this Watson every time I watched him play. Boy, he really works hard and uses his size to his advantage. Wins another puck battle, fires it on net. Rebound scooped up by Taylor. He'll try to come back out front. Flin Flon can't grab the puck. Now they do. Nuka to center. Dumps it back in for Ewan, but that's cut off here by Roberts. He'll play it around the boards. Biondo there. Penalty coming up against Flin Flon. Hawks going to go to the power play for the first time tonight. They're going to have an odd man rush possibly as well. Broke it up at the blue line, but Flin Flon will take a penalty. Interference call going to go here against Wyatt Stitton. He argues the call, but he will make his way to the penalty box. What a chance here for Nipawin to try to answer the power play goal by Flin Flon back in the first period.
And with that Tate goal, they really seized the momentum. You could feel the eruption building, and when Tate scored that goal, the Whitney Forum went silent, and then Nipawin was able to get a lot of offensive chances. As they've got the momentum going here, we'll see what they can do with the man advantage, their first power play of the night.
Nipawin power play, nowhere to go but up, ranked dead last as well at 14.6%. The Flin Flon penalty kill's been strong. Ranked second overall at 85. Only the Melfort Mustangs have a better penalty kill at 89% this year. One of the reasons why they're so good. Drake off the face-off, ripped it wide. There's a chance for the Hawks. Boy, they could feel this one tonight. Rebound cleared off the glass. Watson will go back. They're double shifting him, and why not? He's played well. Watson back in his own zone. Drops that back to Connor Ryan. You know he'd love to get one here at the Whitney Forum against his former club. He scored against the Bombers in Nipawin. Here comes Ryan. Up the middle. Picked up here by Taylor. He'll shovel that one in for Drake. Drake in the corner around the boards. Ryan waits for it. Poked it back in nicely. Hawks try to go to work at the corner. Tanchuk in there try to get a hold of it. He's on top of Drake. Hawks try to dig it free. Bruce is in there as well, and they are able to force a face-off back inside the Flin Flon zone. 1:21 to go in the Nipawin power play, and 9:26 to go in this second period. And boy, a goal here for them could be huge.
Yeah, they could really get the momentum going here and tuck away. It doesn't feel like a two-goal lead for the Bombers. It kind of feels like the game is even.
Well, Nipawin out shooting Flin Flon 8-6 in this second period. They kind of got caught with those two quick goals by the 17-year-olds off the hop, but really since then have played very well. Again, the Tate goal has sparked them for sure. Biondo at the point. Throws that in the corner. That's Anderson. Back out front to Tate. They go back to blue line again. That one will get away from Biondo. Race down the ice, and Roberts will come out, and he'll make the save. And Biondo will pick it up back of his own net with 55 seconds remaining in the Nipawin power play. Here's Biondo. Being watched here by Ringer, forces him back inside his own zone. Biondo will take off again. Pass to Anderson, who quickly gets it over to Hoynes. Hoynes to throw it in deep. Townchuk in the corner. Puck picked up here by Marsden. That got blocked. Nice job by the Hawks. Anderson holds it in along the boards. Back of the goal. Marsden there again. This time he wants to try to freeze it up here. Whitten, great job to knock it free. Boy, Nipawin looking good. Biondo at the blue line. To Tate. Off a skate. Biondo holds it in. Biondo through a lane of traffic and gets it on target. Good save that time by keeper. How about this Nipawin power play, Raphael? Haven't put a puck in yet, but boy, they really move the puck around well, and they're getting the puck to good areas.
Good crisp passes, real good cycle game going, and a lot of traffic going in front of the Bomber net as Witter got into a headlock even there with Olofsson going on in that little set.
Like I think you mentioned earlier, I think a lot of these stats are from earlier in the year because this does not look like the 12th ranked power play to me.
No, as we were saying, the last 10 games here, this Nipawin Hawk team has really gelled together and improved.
Taylor against Piccinino inside the Flin Flon zone. The Hawks win another draw. Trying to get back with it on Watson back out front. That hit a leg. Here's Yakimchuk. He'll throw it in the blue line. Just gets away from Seabrook and tapped down the ice by Piccinino. Ryan back to get it. Lost the handle back of the goal. Piccinino has it. Short-handed. Spins. Piccinino hangs on. Shoots it. Rips it over top of that. The penalty is over. And Nipawin 0 for 1, but had some good chances. Back to 5 aside. Colin Olsen back in the Nipawin net. Tried to come out front. He's pinned up that time. Hawks have it. They'll start to skate away. Here's a pass to Stereau. Back to Seabrook, the D-man. He'll get in there. Yakimchuk, look out. Got drilled by Seabrook in the corner. Puck picked up by Holmes back of the Bomber net. Moves it ahead to Ewan. Ewan with a guy on him. Still gets it ahead that time to Muka. Got his first ever SJHL goal back early in the second period. And really, since that goal, Flin Flon hasn't really been able to muster many good opportunities.
No, things have gone the Nipawin Hawks' way, and the Bombers seemingly making that one extra pass, one too many. It's going long. It's getting intercepted. Bombers trying to be a little too fancy here with couple of minutes to go here in the second period.
Media timeout. And I was just wondering, Raphael, have we seen Carruthers in this second period? I don't think we have.
Well, things have been so action-packed. Hasn't stood out. He stood out. He had about 3 chances right on the lip of the crease there for the Bombers in the first period.
Well, I'm trying to locate him on the Bomber bench, and I don't see him. Well, there he is. Yeah, he's sitting there. You're right, but so it's been a really crazy opening period. I could see him there kind of in the midst of the guys right now, and you're right. He had I think 4 point-blank chances in that first period.
You definitely noticed when he was out there in the first period. I don't know how many shifts he's got here in the second. But I think Mike Reagan kind of settling things down here, giving a little pep talk while Tad Cozen's got the X's and O's going on the Nipawin bench.
Gage Roberts going over, getting a few fist pumps from some of the guys. I realize his great play in particular in that opening period. I mean, Flin Flon's got 26 shots in the game. 20 of them came in the first period tonight.
Yeah, you always talk about it's not how many saves you make, it's when you make them. A little bit of both there in the first period for Roberts because he weathered an amazing storm that the Bombers put on him to keep Nipawin in this one to be competitive.
7.5 to go, second period. Flin Flon in front 3-1, but Nipawin's been coming for sure. That Ashton Tate goal has really sparked them tonight. Ryder Muka will dump that one on goal. Roberts will stop that. It's funny, the play was all in Nipawin zone, and now a lot of the play's been in the Flin Flon zone here the last little while.
Yeah, even before the penalty, they had it tilted the other way, and it was keeper who's having to bail the Bombers out.
So 7:27 to go. Face off back inside the Nipawin zone, and the Ryder Roberts, who's got a bit of a breather here in the second after really seeing a lot of action in that first period, like we mentioned, with 20 shots. Bombers win the draw. They'll work it back to Leppard. Here's Smith. Fires it in. Back of the goal, he's looking for Stinton. Leppard will pinch in. Knocked away. Here's Ashton Tate. I imagine we're going to see a lot of him for the rest of the way. And again, the Hawks have lost Karkachuk tonight, which is a big, big loss for them. He left the ice here earlier in the second period. Maybe we'll see if he comes back for the third tonight. They could sure use him. Here's Anderson for Nipawin.
They're doing pretty good without him.
Yeah. Lifted it ahead for Bruce. Bruce can't get going. That one knocked away that time. By Smith, though. Play that one back inside the Hawk zone. Grab quickly here on the fly. It's Wallington. Got to come back to Bruce. Too far. Icing waved off. Anderson will pick it up back of the Bomber net. Anderson in the corner. Pinned up that time by Lepper. Flin Flon trying to work it free. The Hawks have been carrying the play. They get another turnover. Back to Biondo. Spins. Fires. Save made. And another one here by Matthew Keeper. And boy, the Hawks are winning all the puck battles in this second period.
And that was a great job by Keeper to come out of the net and cover that puck up, because if he gives any sort of a rebound, it's going to be ended up in the back of the net for Nipawin.
All of a sudden, the shots are 27-16. The Hawks out shooting Flin Flon 10-7. And they've been coming on. Like I said, they've come back from some deficits here of late, and they're not the same team they were back in October.
They weren't the same team they were in the first period.
Carruthers will drop it back to Piccinino. Piccinino hangs on back to Marsden, drills it on target. That one knocked out by Carruthers. Open net, they score! And Keith go to the right place at the right time. And he'll shovel that one in for his team-leading 12th of the year. Carruthers hasn't had any luck putting the puck in tonight, Raphael, but he sure fed a nice pass to Keith Gruder alone in front of the net there.
Yeah, a lot of activity going on right in front of the Nipawin crease, and it's only going to be a matter of time when you've got these kind of hands that the Bombers have, that the Bombers are going to put one past as they extend their 3-goal lead.
That'll come at the 13:47 mark. Keith Gruder now has 4 goals in his last 3 games and his 12th of the year. Carruthers will get 1 assist. We'll see if the second one's added, but that's a big goal for Flin Flon, who've been back on their heels here the last little while. Look out, Carruthers taken in hard back of the net that time by the Nipawin forward winner. Piccinino tries to chase after the loose puck. He got that big power play marker for them back in the opening period. Here's Marsden at blue line, a weak shot. Grabbed and hung on to this time by the Hawk goaltender Roberts to get the assist on that, Raphael.
Yeah, Keith Gruder is going to get the goal, and then Carruthers and Marsden getting the assist at 13:47.
So the second assist of the night for Marsden, who been very steady for Flin Flon since coming over, of course, from the Western Hockey League. Victoria here. Guess this would be his 5th game as a Bomber. Semp taking the face-off here. Back inside the Flin Flon zone. It comes back to Holmes. Try to come back out front. Hawks have it. They'll take off the other way. Taylor to center. Flin Flon restoring a 3-goal lead on a big goal here by Keith Gruder, who's as hot as they come on the Bomber side of things. He's mentioned 4 goals in his last 3 games. Cohen Semp to center. Tries to fight off a check. Semp spins, fires, save made, rebound in front. Cormier a chance, but he can't tap that one in. Back to Holmes at the blue line. Can hold it in. He'll throw the puck back inside the Nipawin zone. That's grabbed this time by Wallington. Oh, he had Jansen behind the D, but Smith got lucky there, and it just kind of hit him because Jansen had a step on him for sure. Wallington back in his own zone, flipped it around the boards. Puck is set to the blue line. Comes out. Leper tried to sell it, but they'll say nope. Came over the blue stripe. They'll blow that down. 5:01 to go. Second period. The shots are now 31-16, but a big goal there by Keith Gruder when the Hawks are really pressing.
Yeah, I kind of settled things down and got the momentum back for the Flin Flon Bombers. You gotta love Nipawin's effort. I love Nipawin's pace. I just think they're lacking that natural goal-scoring ability. They're lacking somebody with that kind of touch to really put them over the top.
Smith at center will hammer it right back in. It's on the back of the Nipawin net. Biondo's got some time. He'll take it and he'll knock it free. Biondo back to Bruce at center. That one knocked away this time by Seitz. Bruce picks it up, feeds it right back in. There's Olofsson. Oh, look out, he fanned on it. No damage done, at least for now. Flin Flon will swing the pass ahead for Olofsson too far. Biondo cut it off. Here's a chance for Bruce. It could have been a 2-on-1, but puck jumped up over top of his stick. Smith in the corner to Lees. And Anderson on top of him. He'll throw it back of the goal. Leper worked it again to Seitz. Pass up the right side to Joey Lees. Lees out front to Olofsson, and he's going to go flying into the net. Great read by Lees, but Olofsson's momentum, you could see that one coming. He was going really quickly down the ice.
Yeah, it was a runaway freight train, and kind of like Sub-Zero in The Running Man got caught in the net there, Rob.
There's the replay, and he goes flying into the net. Thank goodness he's okay. 4:14 to go in the second period. Got a penalty coming up here, I believe. Yep, the Hawks have taken another penalty. So Biondo will go off, and Flin Flon will go to the power play for the second time here tonight. They're 1 for 1. Piccinino got that power play goal for them late in the opening period. And the Bomber power play ranked 8th in the league at 18.4%, just behind the 7th place Estevan Bruins. Ringer off the draw. He'll hang on to it. Ryder Ringer to the blue line. Leopard just holds it in. Here's Ringer, side of the goal. They tried to come back out front. Gruner was there, but he couldn't get the pass. Hawks can't clear. Here's Ringer. Back out front, nice pass. Gruner off his skate, couldn't get any wood on it, but a nice read that time by Ryder Ringer, who always sees the ice well. Crothers holds it in. That hits a body. He'll throw it back in tight. Picked up back of the goal by Semp. In the corner for Gruner. Sends it back out to the left side to Ringer. Lepper at the blue line. He'll hang on to it. Here's Ringer. Back out front. Gruner a chance. Nice save. Roberts flash into leather. Oh, he looked like Patrick Waugh on that one there. What a beautiful save here. Vintage Patrick Waugh with the big glove hand.
You know, they've had goalies since Patrick Waugh, Rob. I'm not sure you're aware of this.
Yeah, but that's the first thing I thought of. That's how Patrick Waugh used to flash the leather. And stand up, too. You don't see a lot of goalies stand up anymore.
He was a little more Mike Liute to me.
He's got a mask like Mike Liute had. Off the face-off, Gruner after it again. That's poked back down the ice. And Flin Flon race after the puck with a minute 10 to go in the power play. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second period. Flin Flon looking to blow it open. They lead it 4-1. A big goal here would go a long way. Here's Ryder Ringer with some room up the left side. Ringer takes a slash, walks in. Ringer backhander. Can he get it to go? He does! And Ryder Ringer will score on the power play. And Flin Flon will take a 4-goal lead. We see Ringer always want to pass the puck, always want to pass, but there's no doubt about that one. He was taking it all the way.
Coast to coast, Ringer just barreled him through like a runaway locomotive on sheer will, getting it in as the Flin Flon Bombers have settled down. Nipawin, little flashes of brilliance there in the second period, but that Bomber scoring touch and the effort and the momentum clearly on their side here in late in the second period.
Well, it's fitting. Gruner just got his 12th to take the team lead. Ringer now has his 12th, and they're tied once again for goals. And the Bomber power play 2 for 2 in this game. And they've now taken a 5-1 lead with 3:05 to go in the second period. There's Tanchuk. Sights can't pick it up. The puck will roll back in the Hawk zone, and we'll have to go back to pick it up here. That's the Hawks, Wallington. Along the boards here for Chamorro, but he can't get it out. Connor Ryan has it. Ryan played it ahead. Picked up here by DeRuin. He's across the blue line. DeRuin shot. That got blocked. No assist apparently on the Ryder Ringer goal.
Unassisted is what the voice of the people says downstairs.
Well, I think he grabbed it and went all the way down the ice by himself, so I don't think there was an assist on that. But Ringer will take it as 12th of the year. Flin Flon will take a 5-1 lead here with 2.5 to go. And it's funny, you know, Nipawin coming on. They asked to take goal. They caught fire, but like you said, just couldn't get that knock. They just couldn't score that big goal when they had some momentum.
Yeah, they couldn't finish. They were really, you got capitalized when you get that momentum, and then the Bombers have got so many offensive weapons that the smallest of mistakes they were able to capitalize on.
Hoynes to take the face-off here against Semp, deep inside the Flin Flon zone, to the right of Matthew Keeper. He's made some big saves tonight when he's had to, no doubt about it. Puck is underneath a maze of guys. Flin Flon moves into the line. The Hawks will hold it in. That's Mitchell, the D-man. Ringer, who's got the 5th goal, played it ahead here. Corbier had Biondo spinning around. He'll get a weak shot away. Stick save made here by the Hawk netminder once again, Roberts. Flin Flon worked it back to Yakimchuk. He throws that through traffic. Ringer looking for a second. And a bounce in that rebound that came off the boards. Back to blue line. Knocked out here by Holmes, a chance. Again, lots of traffic in front. That one didn't miss by much. Bounced off a couple different guys. Biondo can't move it out. Stolen here by Ringer. Try to come back out front. Hoynes has his pocket pick. Chance in front. Corbier. I think that glanced off the crossbar. He was wide open out front, and here's an opportunity now for Watson for the Hawks. He hangs on, fires it. Rebound comes up front to Hoynes, and he can't get his stick on it. Nipawin that close to getting another goal here again tonight. They'll fire it in. Keeper will stop that. Holmes will pick it up back of the Bomber net. Holmes has it. Up the middle to Stitton. Stitton will knock it down. Ewan cutting to the front of net. Stitton a good move along the boards. Feeds it back out front. Semp a chance. Didn't miss by much. Watson getting spun around back of the net. Cutler in there as well. Flin Flon trying to dig it free. Good work here by Wyatt Stitton. It's a back to blue line. Lepper will hold it in with a minute to go in the period. Here's Smith. Back to Lepper, just holds it in. Lepper then loses the handle. Stolen here by DeRuin. DeRuin feeds it back up the middle to Chiron. He'll dump it in and go off for a change with 47 seconds remaining in the second period. Here's the pass from Muka. First ever SJHL goal back at the early parts of the period. We got a big
scrap here.
Ewan gonna go at her here. I'm trying to make out the Hawk number. I think it might be Chiron. Or DeRuin, pardon me. They tied up and behind the plate, and we were watching the play go down the ice. You can see how that kind of developed.
No, they were just starting to grab each other in front of the Bomber bench and then started throwing hands until the Zebras came in and broke it up.
It is Daru and it is Ewan, so their nights are over. Didn't really get into that one. The referees broke that one up really quickly. Not sure what happened. Obviously something in behind the play that we missed with 38.8 seconds to go. And boy, a big power play goal here by Ryder Ringer's really got the Hawks in a hole now, down by 4 goals.
Yeah, I mean, give full credit to keeper there. When Nipawin was swirling, he really kept the Bombers into it. Great saves on that power play, and that penalty kill really gave the Bombers the momentum and spurred them on this 4-goal lead.
So Flin Flon leads at 5-1. The shots of 34-17. Mike Regan's called a few of the guys over to the bench here. A little bit of a conference. Going over some strategy here.
Well, I don't know, is this an official timeout here? Or?
I'm not sure. Well, they're definitely discussing something over at the bench for sure.
Well, Tad Cozen's not discussing anything on the Nipawin side. And now Hoynes is discussing things.
Yeah, you're right. The Nipawin bench, I mean, they kind of gathered around there, but the Bomber bench with Mike Regan in particular, I guess they're what, maybe I didn't see what happened behind the play. Maybe the Nipawin guy grabbed the Bomber guy, I'm not sure. Mike Regan, from what his body English is telling me, he's expecting a penalty to be called.
Well, Marsden was chatting with the officials. And Mike Regan trying to figure out how many people to put out there.
I think it's just coincidentals both ways, I believe. 5 for fighting. I don't think anybody instigated anything that I could tell.
Well, we got 4 Bombers on the ice here.
Nobody's in the penalty box, but you're right. There's only 4 Bombers out there. That's strange. Flin Flon doesn't have a guy in the penalty box. We've only got 4 players on the ice.
Yes, that's what maybe the discussion was about.
Only 4 Hawks out there too. But yet nobody's, I guess that's for the, but usually guys have to go in and serve.
Yeah, someone has to serve it. That would.
For the fights, you have to send a guy over both ways. Nobody's gone over to the penalty boxes here to serve these penalties.
That's what that's what the Bomber, Chanchuk's had to throw up his hands going, someone's got to go in the box. And now it's 5-on-5?
Looks like 5. Yeah, it is 5. I guess after all that, they finally figured it out. 5-on-5.
That was we solved the mystery here.
35 seconds remaining in the period. That was strange. Anyway, we had Daruin and Ewan drop the mitts and 5 apiece for fighting, I'm assuming is the call. Hawks move the puck back to center. That's picked up by Seabrook. He'll dump it in. Puck is live, and keeper comes out right away. He'll whack it away. A couple Hawks were moving in there. Flin Flon will try to clear it out. Marsden, 2 assists tonight, lost the handle. He'll get it back along the boards. The puck is then picked up and flipped down the ice. Lees will race after it. Ryan back on top of it first. Throws it up the boards. Hawks try to get it ahead to Seabrook, but that's broken up. And Flin Flon will take a 5-1 lead to the locker room. Very interesting second period here tonight, to say the least.
Yeah, it was all Flin Flon Bombers going in that, and it was only 1-0. This one, Nipawin actually played better, but the Bombers scored more goals.
Yeah, the Hawks looked like it. Like they got the Ashton Tate goal, kind of got rolling, and then Flin Flon able just to weather the storm, and they get a couple chances. They take the 5-1 lead.
I think not getting a goal on that power play was the kind of the story here so far in the second period. Right after the Bombers were able to get that kill and keeper making some big saves, that's when the Bombers got a couple of more goals, really got their momentum back, and had Nipawin back on their heels.
Let's run down the second period scoring summary before we go to break. It was 1-0 Flin Flon after 1. Again, the late power play goal by Anthony Piccinino. Boy, the Bombers get a couple quick goals from the 17-year-olds. Leo Seitz will get his third from Olafson and Lees. That was right off the face-off. Again, I don't think Robert Sadi got a hold of it. Fired it through. You could tell by the reaction again by Roberts, the goaltender. He didn't see it. Then Ryder Muka, nice give and go, gets his first ever SKHL goal. Ewan and Lepper the assists at 3:40. Looked like the Bombers were on their way. Then all of a sudden, Ashton Tate takes care of a Bomber turnover. Just outside Flin Flon's blue line, he walks in. He fires home his 5th of the year unassisted. You're right, they got the power play. Had some chances, got stymied, and then get a couple chances late. Keith Gruner, the veteran, his 12th from Carruthers and Marsden. That was at 13:47, another power play goal from Ryder Ringer, his 12th of the year unassisted. at 16:45. He just basically grabbed the puck outside his own blue line, had some room down the left side, took off, got down there, and able to put her home 5-hole. And great effort by him, and Flin Flon finishing up a pretty good second period.
Yeah, it was kind of get out of my way, I'll do it myself. Just went out there like a runaway freight train and was able to barrel through and get it in for the Bombers, having the fifth goal of the night for Flin Flon.
Shots in the second, 16-11 Flin Flon, so the Bombers a two-period total of 36. Nipawin a two-period total of 17, and when Flin Flon leads after 2 periods of play this year, their record is an impressive 12-0. When the Hawks trail after 2 periods of play this year, their record would be 3-13-2. Again, interesting. I think you're right. I think they score on that power. Well, they do score on the power play. It's 3-2. It's a lot different game.
Well, if this was when they were playing the SFN Bruins, they got them right where they want them, apparently, do the Hawks, maybe.
Well, Flin Flon, they take advantage of some late opportunities, and will take a 5-1 lead to the locker room. Looking to get back on the winning track after having that 10-game winning streak stopped, like we said, with the overtime loss against the Stars on Saturday. So again, Seitz, Muka, Gruner, Ringer for Flin Flon, Ashton Tate the lone goal for Nipawin. It's 5-1 Bombers after 2. We'll take a break. Third period coming up on Flow TV momentarily. Welcome back to the Whitney Forum. The Flin Flon Bombers leading the Nipawin Hawks 5-1 after 40 minutes of play here tonight, Raphael. And like we said, it's interesting. You know, when teams are just trying to find out their identity a little bit, Nipawin, good effort coming into the night. Ashton Tate got the goal. They got back in it. And again, I think that squander power play, the difference in the game. Flin Flon really, they struggled. The Hawks had some good chances, couldn't bury it. Then they get an opportunity, it's to the back of that, and all of a sudden, bang, bang, it's 5-1 after two. Tough deficit for this young Nipawin team with only one 20-year-old in the lineup tonight.
I mean, the effort for the second period, I would say, was a little bit better than the Nipawin Hawks in the first period, but the Bombers just have that scoring touch. Ringer decided to go. You've got Gruner. You've got Mook is getting it done here. You got Marsden with all these helpers. Keepers keeping them in this one for sure. So it's just that kind of that scoring touch, that prowess that the Bombers have, that offensive onslaught that has kind of been the difference so far.
Out of town here tonight, Melfort, Notre Dame, 1-1 in the third. I'll tell you what, we talk about, how good the Hawks been playing well lately. Notre Dame has been kind of getting better as the year's been going on as well. Hawks not bad the Hounds not bad on the road at 5-7-1. They've really struggled on the big ice in Wilcox this year at 3-10-2, but they're 4-4-2 in their last 10 and giving Melfort a pretty good run. They've only lost 4 games all year.
Yeah, it was just such a tough start to the season that, again, like Nipawin, Notre Dame may have dug himself too big of a hole to get out of to try and make the postseason.
Yorkton leads Weyburn 2-1 tonight. DYA's got his 14th of the year. That's the difference of that one right now. Of course, he was leading the scoring race there for a good chunk of the beginning of the year. But Flin Flon a 5-1 lead here. Wanting to get that momentum. What a weekend that's going to be, the home and home against the Laurent Ice Wolves. But like I said, I've not seen them for a long time. That could be a war.
And depending on how that first game goes, usually when they have those home and homes, the bad blood tends to curdle from the first game into the second game. But the Laurent Ice Wolves, a lot more disciplined this year than they have been in years past.
And the first game's in Laurent this year. It always seems to me they're always going to play the first game of Flin Flon back to Laurent, but they'll get to host the first game on Friday, and of course right back here at the Whitney Forum for the rematch on Saturday. So we're just about set to get rolling in the third.
You've had many a New Year's Eve in Laurent, sometimes even calling hockey games.
Yeah, you know what? That's been kind of, I used to enjoy that New Year's Eve. I guess they play like the 30th and 31st. I don't think we ever played New Year. Did we ever play New Year's Day?
I think Yorkton Melville does a New Year's Day.
I used to like the New Year's Eve games, but tough to get rink staff to work those nights. You got to pay them a lot of cash. Winner will bring the puck in. He'll drop it inside the Flin Flon zone. Nipawin will see what they can come out with here in the third period. Picciolino will get the steal. He'll move it ahead. Back to Gruner at center. Gruner a big goal here tonight, but he can't hang on to that one. Here's Connor Ryan. Tried to come back to Witter. Broken up here by Marsden. Around the boards, the puck will come back to Semp at center. Semp, that one got blocked. Anderson gets it back, but he turns it over immediately to Ringer. Ringer already a goal tonight. Ringer cutting in, dropped it back. Cormier, a chance. Good save there, Roberts. Cormier in alone. He gets robbed, loses his helmet. He'll have to skate off the ice here. Bombers will try to keep the puck in deep. That's Semp. Throwing it back of the goal for Ringer. Nobody in front of the net. Ringer gets knocked down in the corner anyway. Anderson gets it along the board. Seitz ties up with him. Ringer a power play marker tonight. Will dig the puck free. Boy, he never stops working, this guy. Off the glass, gets it in deep here for Semp. Back of the goal for Seitz. Seitz a goal tonight as well. Ringer gets it right back. Moves around the ice very well. You never know where he's going, but he always seems to come up with the puck somehow. Semp in there as well. Fresh off the 2 goals at the World Junior A Challenge on Sunday. Throws in the blue line, nobody home. Yakupchuk goes back to center. He'll fire it in. Roberts couldn't knock it down off the bench. Here comes Olofsson. Takes Ryan's stick out of his hands. Chance out front. Olofsson. Olofsson tries to jam it, and he does! Goal! Olofsson! And it's 6-1 Flin Flon. Olofsson out of uniform for 6 weeks was fantastic against the Battlefords on the weekend. Nice hard-working goal there for him, but on the Nipawin side of things, you just can't let him get to the net like that. Somebody's got to hit him.
Showing off those hands where Olofsson's just triple deking his way in, just in and out, just like a magician with sleight of hand there to get the 6th goal of the night for the Bombers.
That might be an unassisted goal as well. That's Olofsson's 2nd of the year. That comes 1:43 into the third period. But Kylan Olofsson, here's a chance for Olofsson again. They'll bring it in deep. Seitz back to the goal. Lees is out front trying to get a stick on it. He'll poke it in the corner. Picked up that time by the Hawk D-man. Mitchell can't clear it out. Sights along the boards. That's poked away from him. Holmes will race after it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Steps going to get an assist on that one, I believe, is what I heard here at the Whitney Farm. The Flin Flon in front, 6-1. Colin Olson. Nice to see him get on the score sheet. Again, another guy, we talk about how hard Ryder Ringer works. Colin Olson working very hard as well. But again, he picked it up, Raphael, and then walked right in, able to go nice little tic-tac-toe and go low blocker side here on Roberts. And you can tell, yeah, it's such a good first spurt. He's starting to feel it now a little bit. He's given up 6 and not a lot of support in front of him again.
And you can do drills, you can do power skating, you can go to camps, but you can't teach touch, and that's what Colin Olson has.
Absolutely. Here comes Wyatt Stitton to take the face-off here against the Hawks. Witter. 6-1 Flin Flon in front. Hawks win the draw. That's Taylor. Lost the handle, but it came right back to Witter at center. Witter will carry it in from his off wing. A shot on target. Save made here. The Bomber netminder, not a lot of work again tonight here for Matthew Keeper. Looking for his 8th win of the year. Stitton will carry the puck out. Stitton barreling up the left side. Here comes Wyatt Stitton. Nice move in the center of the ice. He'll kick it to the corner. Kind of got crossed up there with his line mate, Muka. Got his first ever SJHL goal tonight, a game that he won't forget. Had some tremendous chances this year. Finally able to get one in, and it was a nice goal early in that second period. Here come the Hawks. Back to center ice. Intercepted by Lepper. Throws it in from Muka. Hawks can't clear again. Finally it comes out. Rolls back to the Bomber blue line. Lepper has it. Feeds it over to Tanchuk. Tanchuk inside his own zone. Now he'll start to carry it. Tanchuk to center. Across the Nipawin line. Stood up perfectly that time by Ryan, the former Bomber D-man. There's Anderson for the Hawks. Goes it back in tight. Ryan will race over and get it with Piccinino on top of him. Lost the handle of Piccinino back of the goal. Feathers it out front. Here's a chance for Tanchuk. Tanchuk try to fight off a check. He'll hang on. Tanchuk back of the Hawk net. Out front, there's a chance. One-timer, Piccinino, and again. Roberts makes the save. Raphael, how many plays have we seen in this game where Flin Flon's been able to get the puck in front to a wide open winger in front of Roberts? Like, that's got to be, what, the 5th or 6th time in this game?
And he's right up in front, and Carruthers had 2 on himself. Piccinino slamming down his stick. Afterwards, he's shocked that Roberts was able to score that one, and now we've got Marsden jaw-jacking with the officials here.
Face-off inside the Hawk zone. It'll be Keith Gruner lining up for the face-off here against Jansen. Goalie wasn't even back in the net before they dropped the puck. The referee on top of that. And they'll redraw. Face off to the left of Gage Roberts. Robbing Anthony Piccinino moments ago. Anderson, back of the goal. Gets a return pass, but Bombers on top of it. Marsden again along the boards. Back of the goal here for Gruner. Gruner tied up in the corner that time by Seabrook. Puck squirts free, fired wide that time by Carruthers. It'll hit the boards and come all the way back inside the Flin Flon zone. Keeper will wait for it. Back of his own net, rimmed it around the boards. Anderson knocked it down to Jansen. In the corner for Bruce. Bruce trying to get set. He'll throw it out front, and the easy glove save made that time by Matthew Keeper. Not a lot of work for him since early in the second period.
And give full credit to the Nipawin Hawks. They're not trying to be too fancy. Every time that they get the puck on the stick, they throw it right at the net, trying to get a funny bounce, trying to get something going here and build some momentum, and seeing if they can try and chip away at this ample Bomber lead.
Another face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. The left of Matthew Keeper shots a 3-2 Flin Flon in the third period. 39-19 in the game. And they got a goal here early in the third period, courtesy of Colin Olson. Tate, the only Nipawin goal scorer, will get another chance, but Hawks are offside. Watson a little bit ahead of him. And they'll blow that one down as they cross the Flin Flon blue line. I really like this Watson. I think it's just a matter of time before he breaks out. Every game I've watched him, he's played well. Big guy.
Always moving forward. That's what I like about Watson. Never kind of hemming and hawing. Very aggressive.
And he knows how to get to the net. Biondo at center. Sends it in. That's pushed to the corner that time by Keeper. Hawks come out front. There's a chance by Tate, and he'll fire that one wide. Hawks hold it in. Speaking of Watson, but knocked away that time. Here's Ryder Ringer right up the ice. Ringer a partial break. Ringer stops. Ringer hangs on. Fadden on it. Watson comes over, tries to tie him up. He's going to take a penalty. And Watson will go, I think, for the hook, maybe. Yep. And Flin Flon will go back to power play for the third time tonight. Raphael, they're 2 for 2. Watson will take the penalty.
I think Semp might have drawn a penalty there if the officials saw what he was doing, as I think it was Mitchell of the Nipawin Hawks kind of tied him up right in the crease.
Well, hook and call will be called against Watson. Flin Flon back on the power play. They're 2 for 2, like we mentioned. And we'll see what they can do. Their power play, like we said, didn't look good against the Stars at all in the weekend, but another one here tonight would go a long way with a little bit of confidence, no doubt, for Larange coming up on the weekend.
Yeah, this is going to improve the percentage, going 2 for 2 so far.
Gruner to take the face-off against Witter. Bombers win the draw. Ringer, who's got a power play goal, gets it back to Lepper. Back to Ringer. In the corner. It turns back out front for Ringer. Can't hold it in. Lepper forced back on the Bombers side of center. Beats that pass to Carruthers. Look out. Taylor took it from him. Semp's got to come back and grab it. Cohen Semp inside his own zone. Swings that pass to Carruthers. Carruthers down the wing. Poked away at the Nipawin blue line. Nice play. Lepper gets it back. He'll hammer it in. Roberts stopped that one. Leaves it back in the goal for Mitchell. Mitchell off the glass. Carruthers there to cut that one off. He'll keep it in for the time being. Now it's grabbed and fired back down the ice that time by Mitchell. Keeper comes out. He'll leave it there for Lepper. Lepper will pick up the puck. He'll give it away to Ringer. Ringer, of course, the big power play goal in the second period. Dropped it back to Lepper again in center. Around the boards. He'll fire that one in. There's Taylor. He'll get a hold of it. Nice penalty killing so far for the Hawks. He'll shovel it down the ice. 1:03 to go. Here comes Anderson in on keeper, but he'll play it nicely to Lepper. Lepper regrouping inside his own zone. 56 seconds to go in the power play. 14 minutes in the third period. Marsden, a quick pass to Piccinino. Across the Nipawin line. Lost the handle. Hawks get it back. That's Hoynes. Over to Anderson. Anderson, he had Hoynes in behind the D, but they couldn't get it to him. Broken up by Lees. Lees across the line. Ripped that one wide. Or maybe that caught the blocker, went up over the glass and out of play. 13:43 to go. 37 seconds in the power play. Flin Flon not really able to set up inside the Hawks zone.
Yeah, the Nipawin Hawks, I give credit to them, as they're still out there. They're still competing. They're not trying to muck it up or anything. Down by 5 goals, as they want to show off what they can do in front of Tad Kozin and really build on the momentum of the past 10 games.
Cormier to take the face-off against Tate. Flin Flon wins the draw. Right back to Tanchuk. His shot kicked away. Right pad stop made that time by Roberts. Flin Flon on the rebound. Pass out front to Cormier. Can't pull the trigger. Intercepted. Sent down the ice that time by Taylor. And again, the Bomber power play will have to start things off at square one, back to their own net with 18 seconds to go. Here's the pass to Cormier. Cormier to center, quickly down the wing. Cormier away from Ryan. Throws it out front, but intercepted this time by the Hawk D-man Seabrook. Seabrook one-on-one here against Tanchuk. Seabrook hangs on. Long shot. Goes wide. Power play is over. Flin Flon is 2 for 3 in the game. Watson out of the box. Here's a breakaway pass for Seitz and behind the D.
Just a bit offside.
I think Piccinino was just a little bit offside there as it's blown down, and he knows it as he skates
The
back
murmur of the Whitney Forum faithful would disagree with you, Rob.
Well, he looked offside to me. 12:59 to go. Third period looked good for Seitz, who's already got a goal tonight. We're going to face off back inside the Flin Flon zone as Witter will take the draw here against Colin Olofsson, who's got the goal here in the third period. Good to see him back on the sheet. Mitchell shot for the blue line, steered away that time. Save made by keeper. Rebound set to center, picked up and fired back in that time by Mitchell. Keeper stops that back of his own net. Bombers can't clear. There's Biondo. Throws that one in. Chance now for Shore down the wing, back to Biondo at the blue line. A lot of traffic in front of that Flin Flon net. Lets a rip. Deflected out front just wide that time by Witter. Flin Flon will get it puck to the blue line. Held in this time. Fired on target by Shamari. Tanchuk. Back of the goal. Here comes Flin Flon's Cohen Semp. Semp to center. Dumped it in. Shot right on, but kicked away that time by Rogers on the long shot. Olofsson gets it back. Drops the pass to Piccinino. Good work along the boards. Here's Piccinino. Back to the front, and a shot that redirected off Biondo. Lepper will pinch in and knock it down. Here's Luke Lepper. Blue line for Smith. He'll hang on. Couldn't get a shot away. Hawks will flip the puck to blue line. Held in again. Here's Carruthers to Piccinino. Piccinino back out front to Carruthers off Biondo's skate.
One pass too many again.
Piccinino back of the net. Fights off a check. Piccinino out front. Smith the drive. That one ends up hitting one of the Hawks who's down on the ice here. That caught Sheeran. And he took that one, I think, right up the top of the knee. Play continues. Here's Lepper across the Nipawin line. Brings it in deep, gets drilled in the corner that time by Watson. Watson will dig it free. Hawks on the move. They'll drop it back to Jansen up the right side, just a little bit out of his reach. Here's Lepper. Been on the ice for a long time here for Flin Flon. Just over 11 minutes remaining in the game. Gruner will tap that one in. Cut off by Cutler. Piccinino's been out there a long time too. Puck comes back to center. Cutler loses the handle. Here's Cormier. Cormier. Stick handles across the line. Cormier down the wing. Back out front. Nice pass. Marsden pitching in. The save is made here by Roberts. Flin Flon will get the rebound.
Oh, the goaltender's getting aggressive here.
Marsden, a big boy, went in there. Look out. He wants to
scrap here.
Marsden's grabbed a hold of somebody. I think it's Cutler. And Marsden.
It's Tate, I think.
No, it's Cutler.
It's
24.
Cutler. Yeah,
there's another fight behind the net here.
Yeah, we got another battle.
Steve Turner's grabbed a hold of somebody. I'm not sure who it is. Cutler and Marsden got at it. I can't tell what Nipawin Hawk that is. That Gruner and him went at it. I still don't know as the sweater's up high. I guess we'll wait for the announcements here. Cutler and Marsden, now Gruner gets in it with somebody, and that's two fights at the same time here, Raphael, and sometimes that can mean a suspension. They roll two fights at the same time. They used to constitute that as a line brawl. The second guys in the fight could be suspended.
Well, it's a virtual garage sale on the ice here as they're trying to get things cleaned up. I was talking about how Nipawin wasn't going to muck it up. I think it was the Bombers who initiated those two scraps.
Well, Marsden did for sure. I didn't see the other one. They were just going at it. It all started with Marsden going to the front of that Nipawin net.
Well, and then Roberts kind of shoved him from behind. I think Marsden may have thought it was the defender from the Hawks, and then it all broke loose.
It did. We'll see. Well, I asked you coming up for what type of game you thought it'd be for the third period, and Nipawin getting a little feisty. Of course, they're not going to play again till the new year. So, and again, when you're down by a few goals, you got to do something, right?
Well, I was talking about how they were kind of looking to win the third period here, and I think they had to answer the Bombers' aggression, who were looking a little feisty on their own right.
Hoynes and Olofsson are getting instruction downstairs. Colin Olofsson, if you missed it, nice goal here early in the third period. Out of the lineup for roughly 6 weeks with that broken jaw that he suffered in a practice of all things. Well, it's great to see him out there. He looks like he's kept himself in great shape, and he does so many things well. I mean, it's one thing to score goals. I get it. That's a big part of the game. But he wins face-offs. He penalty kills. He's physical. I think he might be one of the more undervalued guys in the SJHL.
He's what's sort of known as a 200-foot player. Every inch he's on the ice, even away from the play, he makes a contribution.
Four-year Bomber, he's been tremendous. I know Mike Reagan thrilled to have him here. Including the other four-year player, of course, Cole Township, the captain this year. Both these guys, of course, had a chance to play in the Centennial Cup a couple of years ago, but part of a team that's been in the finals 3 years in a row.
Yeah, it was, I guess, 3 years ago that way it made that run to the Nationals and did very well for themselves there and came so close to climbing the top of the mountain to get an SJHL banner here. And who knows? I mean, Melford's kind of the top team here, but a lot of parity underneath the Mustangs here in the SJHL.
That season basically came down to, I think it was 34 seconds. Flin Flon was up in game 5 in Estevan, 2-1. Looked like they're going to hang on. They scored and then won in overtime. Of course, game 6, Flin Flon blew them.
Yeah, they won game 6 here, and then back that snoozer of a game 7 where Estevan just kind of lulled them away.
You think about that game. Could you imagine though? You go back, you go to that game 5, you win that, you come back here with game 6 with a chance to win it. I mean, you would have had 3,000 people.
Half the town. I was here that night. Half the town was here anyway. It was I think something like 1,900 paid, and then you had the volunteers. I think we put the fire chief on vacation that night.
That is by far the most excitement I've seen in this building.
It was rocking. I was sitting there with the in-laws right there as you and Mike Slip had the call, and the building was literally shaking.
That was tremendous. Flin Flon hoping they can try and get back there another time. Of course, they've been on quite the run here since basically the beginning of November. 10:42 to go. Looks like they got things sorted out. I don't see any extra penalties up there, I don't think. And again, nobody in the penalty box, so we're staying 5 aside here. Yakubchuk at the blue line. His shot goes wide. Hawks over skated. Here's a chance for Cormier. Cormier, a chance to lift that over top of the net. He's had a nice game tonight. Puck is sent away from him down the ice. Hoynes will chase Holmes. Up the board, Semps backhanded to Ryder Ringer. Ringer tried to play that one back, but intercepted by Seabrook. Goes a nice body check on Semps, sends him to the ice. Puck comes free. Hawks have it. This is Tate. Ashton Tate. On target, save made. Watson cruising out front, hoping for a rebound. Tied up in the corner here by Holmes. Good work by Watson again, but it is stripped away by Ringer. Plays it ahead to Cormier. The blue line. Tate will intercept. He'll fire that one wide of the mark. Semp gets it out. Tate there to cut that one off. Tate has it at center. Ashton Tate flips the puck back in the Flin Flon zone. Watson quickly back and a chance out front. There's an opportunity for Hoynes, and he's turned away by keeper. Seitz tried to come back up the middle that time to Muka, but broke it up this time by Mitchell. He'll walk in and get the quick shot away, and we've seen Flin Flon get a lot of chances in front. That's Nipawin getting a turnover, getting a chance themselves here.
Yeah, if one thing you can build on for the Nipawin Hawks, they have been able to get a lot of turnovers as the Bombers making that one extra pass a lot, lots of times in the center of the ice, and it's come back the other way. Keeper doing a good job of bailing the Bombers out there.
Media time out here tonight, a 6-1 Flin Flon lead.
It's the fastest minute in sports, Rob.
Notre Dame hanging in there against Belfort, 1-1 late in the third period. And Yorkton continues to lead Weyburn 2-1 in the third. And the beautiful part of this is every single game this year has a bearing on the standings somehow.
Well, I mean, the Bombers were one day they were in seventh, they went on the win streak, then they were fighting for third and second.
It's interesting, but Cole and Mike Reagan said that in the Midday Sports today. They've reeled off 11 games in a row without losing in regulation, and they've still got all these teams around them. I mean, Flin Flon's coming in tonight, tie with Weyburn for 34. They're both a point behind Battleford. Yorkton's right there with 33. Melville 31. LaRange, Kindersley, Humboldt 29. That's how tight it is.
Yeah, and you got Melfort run away with it. We were talking about very impressive. Our 10-game win streak. What, they're running a 12-game heater, the Melfort Mustangs?
Mustangs 12-1 at home this year, 11-3 on the road. Two of those losses will come here at the Whitney Farm.
How many have they won in a row?
In a row here on the streak, 12-0.
Wow, yeah.
12 straight wins, could be 13 tonight.
Is Donald Trump here, Rob?
I don't think so.
Well, no, they're playing YMCA.
Well, yeah, he'd be dancing around here somewhere. I think that song's more popular now than when it came out in the 70s. Bombers will bank the puck in, they'll get an icing call.
You would know more than me, Rob.
I used to watch, I didn't care for it much in the 70s. Now it comes out, I like everybody else.
I thought you were more of an in the Navy kind of guy.
Macho man.
Yeah, you'd be a macho man kind of guy.
Face off back in Flin Flon territory. 9:16 to go. Flin Flon in front 6-1. Looking to get, like we said, a big 2 points. Getting ready for that LaRange series. Should be a great way to close out the year this weekend. Both games, by the way, on the radio. 102.9 CFER, FlinFlonOnline.com. Here's Seitz for Flin Flon. Knocked off the puck. Picked up here by Witter for the Hawks. He'll bring it in deep. Made a good move in the corner. Gonna get out front to Drake. He got tied up that time with Stinton. They're whacking away at each other. Hawks trying to keep the puck in, trying to get some momentum here. Of course, they got the Melfort. Speaking of the Melfort Mustangs, Nipawin will face them in a home-and-home this weekend. Stinton hit hard in the corner that time. He got belted, goes down. Nice hit that time, courtesy of Chereau, who's back on the ice after blocking that shot the last time he was out there. Puck will roll back of the Bomber net, picked up here by Smith. Moves it to Muka. Muka to center, sends it in, long shot. Roberts to save. He'll hang on and drop it back of the goal here for Biondo. Biondo trying to get away from Muka. Biondo back of the net. Muka will chase him. Here's Biondo. Up the middle. Oh, he had a chance to hit Anderson. He'll pick it up, throws it out front, knocked it down in midair that time by Lepper. Lepper swings the pass ahead to Piccinino across the Nipawin line. Here's Piccinino. Colin Olsen shoots it! Looking for a second tonight, but no chance there. Roberts perfectly nudged up against the post. Not a lot of room, and he'll make another big save. 43rd shot of the game for Flin Flon.
Man, giving up 6 goals, but I'm trying to, thinking about the 3 stars. Roberts is definitely in the conversation to get one tonight.
Well, he had 20 in the first period. He's played well. Bombers off the face-off. Here's Carruthers. Lepper at the blue line. Shoots that. There's another save for Roberts. Got the right pad on it. Piccinino in the corner trying to get free. Lost the handle. Flin Flon holds it in though. Luke Lepper back out front. That one just rolled away from Piccinino. He's got a goal tonight. He's had a lot of tremendous chances. Held in here by Holmes. Grabbed here by Carruthers. Can't knock it down the first time he gets it back. Piccinino had to slide that one through to Olofsson. Bombers working hard. Chance in front for Carruthers. Can he finish up? He does. Wade Carruthers will make it a 7-1 hockey game. A lot of chances for him in this game, Raphael, and he gets one in front that time, and maybe a little bit more room, and he'll go upstairs over top of the right shoulder that time of Roberts. But Blake Carruthers has had a lot of great chances from point-blank range. I guess you just can't keep giving him those chances.
Yeah, give him the perseverance on there for that one, as he's had a few opportunities, all in front, all in tight, and Roberts has denied him. But Carruthers not getting frustrated, keeping at it, and getting rewarded with the goal.
So Carruthers will score his 4th of the year at the 12:35 mark, and the Bombers have taken a 7-1 lead here at the Whitney Forum, and they're coming right back again off the faceoff. That gets away from Yakubchuk. He'll race down the ice with Watson on top of him. Watson finishing after a big body check on the back of the Bomber net. I don't know if I want Watson hitting me. Like I said, a very big physical guy. Mitchell will go back inside his own zone. Tied up in the corner. Ryder Ringer will flip it to the far side to Yakubchuk. Knocked away by Hoynes. Hoynes has got a chance down the left side. Here comes Hoynes across the bottom line. Hangs on. That got blocked by Tanchuk. Tanchuk will play it ahead to Ringer. Ringer feeds it back to Cormier. Cormier away from the D-man. Cormier cutting it. Cormier trying to finish up. Good save again. Robert stretches out the left pad and takes that one away from Cormier, who's another guy that's had a lot of chances in this hockey game. Flin Flon leads it 7-1. They're approaching 50 shots with 46. Here's Luke Lepper. Made a good move. Well, I thought he was going to go coast to coast there. Just lost a handle at the last second. Chiron for the Hawks will get it back. Here's a chance now for Draken. He just fired that one wide. Drake back of the goal, loses the handle of Piccinino. Piccinino tries to fight off a check. Gets the puck back. He'll lift it back to center ice to Seitz. He'll play it inside the Hawk zone. There's Witter. Lost the puck in the corner. Stinton has it. Back out front to the blue line. Chance now for Holmes, a shot, and nice blocker save again by Roberts. A lot of room there. Hawks will move it back to center. Stolen here by Piccinino. Piccinino's got it. Got to come back out front. Stinton jumps in there as well. They'll roll the puck to the blue line. Holmes has got it. Shot just deflected wide that time by Stinton. Stinton back it up, throws it out front. Puck to the blue line, held in here by Yakubchuk. He spins and fires. Shot knocked down in front. Hawks having a hard time clearing it. Drake will get it. And he'll play it back to the Bomber blue line with just over 5 minutes to go. Here comes Yakubchuk to center. Dropped it back to Semp. Swings that back to Holmes. He fans on this one. Holmes will dump it back in deep. There's Olofsson in the corner trying to get away from Wallington. Olofsson in there as well. Puck pushed up along the boards. They'll come back to blue line of Yakubchuk. Sends it through. Kicked away that time by Roberts. Rebound picked up here. Now the Hawks will try to move it out. They do. Yakubchuk cut it off at center. He'll send it right back in. Save made here by Roberts. Seabrook has it. Gives it away to Semp. Semp out front. Carruthers again. They tap it up front, and Olofsson can't finish that one. Seabrook a bad giveaway in his own zone. Here's Smith. He'll keep it in. Back of the goal. Grabbed here by Olofsson. Ryan back in there now for Nipawin. Boy, the Hawks just can't get the puck out. Flin Flon's got it pinned in here pretty good late in the third period. Olofsson. Back along the boards. Shovels it back in deep. Grabbed here by Ryan, and he'll finally get the puck out. It'll roll back inside the Flin Flon zone with just over 4 minutes to go. Here's Tanchuk. Up the boards to Semp. He'll shovel this in for Ringer. Cormier cruising out front. Tanchuk throws it out front, but intercepted this time by Tate. He'll flip it ahead for Watson. Smith will race back to get it. Watson ties up with him and throws him, or Smith throws him to the ice. Puck back in the net. Bombers shovel it back to Ryder Ringer at center. Try to play that one back to Muka at center. Knocked away from him. He'll get it back. Ryder Muka with a chance. Muka to the front. That shoots. He scores! Ryder Muka 2 goals tonight. Ryder Muka's done everything but score this year, Raphael. Chance after chance after chance after chance. And he finally gets rewarded tonight. He gets a nice goal in the second period, and I guess he proves one thing. Good things happen when you go to the net.
Yeah, just driving towards the net, seeing if you're going to get what you're going to get. And Muka has found his scoring touch here tonight, his second of the game, as the Bombers pour it on for an 8-1 lead. As that's what I called before the period. I said the Bombers got a chance to take this one 8-1.
Well, they lead at 8-1. There's still 3.5 minutes to play, but Ryder Muka, big night tonight. Gets his second of the night and second of the season. Big hit there by Muka.
Oh, now it's going to get physical here.
Muka steps into Biondo. They don't like that, and we got a major confrontation happened down the other end of the ice here. A couple players are laying on the ice here. And the Nipawin trainer's got to come out. Biondo would definitely shake it up here. But you can almost see that one coming, like you mentioned, when it gets physical. Hopefully Biondo's okay. Muka's going to take a penalty here.
Well, we're seeing the replay. This will be the goal, I would. Oh, they got the slow-mo going on here.
This is his first goal of the game. Biondo's up. He seems to be okay. The Hawks have taken a penalty as well. And we'll see what the referees do here with the final 3.5 minutes, Raphael. You really don't want this game to get out of hand now.
It's been 8-1, but not been a dull hockey game at all. You may see this score after and think 8-1, it was a snoozer. This has been fireworks right from the get-go.
And Flin Flon's now hit 50 shots in the game.
Yeah, they really poured it on to start and really never looked back. I think Nipawin had a good little shot in that second period. And then the Bombers out here closing it out strong. And things getting a little spicy, a little chippy late in the third period.
After that last hit, it'll be interesting to see what happens after they go to the next face-off.
Well, I think the referees are going to talk to the benches here. And
I would. We saw what happened in that Melville game here.
Oh, yeah.
That third period took forever.
Oh, that was
14-10 the shots for Flin Flon here in the third. They lead it so far tonight. 50-27 to put up 8. And this is with Gage, and this is with Roberts playing well.
Roberts, that's what I said. I mean, he could give him a star of the game as he kept this one, and then this one from not being double digits. But the Bombers just with that scoring touch. Nipawin with a great effort. It's been a great effort. This is kind of what they're going to have to do. Is I thought when they were hanging around in there when they were down by 2. But the Bombers just a little too much offense. And when they're getting the secondary scoring, it really helps out.
By the way, it's 13 straight wins for Melfort. They hold off Notre Dame tonight 2-1. So the Mustangs have won their 13th straight game. They find a way to get this one done late in the hockey game. Boy, the Melfort Mustangs, what a run that they're on. Game-winning goal goes to Zach Summers on the power play with 56 seconds left in that one. So the Melfort Mustangs reeling off their 13th straight victory. Zach Summers the winning goal. They beat Notre Dame 2-1. Yorkton continues to lead Weyburn 2-1 with just under 5 minutes remaining in the third period. And that one, of course, that has bearing on the Bombers, who are battling both those teams for one of the top spots right now in the overall standings. So there is a penalty on the board for Flin Flon. Nipawin will go to the power play for just the second time in this game.
It's going to be interesting to see if the season goes and Melfort just laps the field. If they'll have anything to play for going towards the end of the season.
Flin Flon
that was last year. That's exactly what I'm saying. And then by the time the playoffs come, it just, when they were tested, it kind of went the other way.
We'll see what happens, but they're on a roll right now. Hawks on the power play. They get a chance out front here. It's a chance for Tate, a second of the night. Off the post and in. Boy, Ashton Tate, red hot coming in. That's now 9 points in his last 4 hockey games. Ashton Tate off the power play. Great opportunity there. Second of the night. And 6th of the season. You talk about the future for Nipawin. He's a nice young player.
Yeah, we were talking about how this team is really gelled together. I mean, just in the past month and a half or so. And Tate with that scoring touch. One of the guys, Karkachuk, who went off there in the second period. Another guy who's got that scoring touch. They kind of need someone else to really give them that vigor.
So after just 20 seconds after Muka made it 8-1, the Hawks come back on the power play. Ashton Tate, second of the hockey game. Leading SJHL forward of the week, like we mentioned. Boy, what a tear he's on. Leopard to center. We'll get a hold of it. He'll flip the puck back inside the Hawks zone. Flin Flon will chase it down back in the net. Here come the Hawks back the other way. Jans into center ice. Knocked off the play that time by Carruthers. Just 2:49 remaining. Here's the alley-oop play, but Connor Ryan not fooled. Got a glove on that. Knocked it down. Before Carruthers takes it from him, let's get it back over to Piccinino. Piccinino across the line. Lost the handle to Ashton Tate. There's Ashton Tate for the Hawks. Ashton Tate down the right side. He'll carry it in, dropped it back. Jad's in a chance right on. Good save that time. Matthew Keeper. Jad's trying to put in 5-hole to get another shot from the blue line. And Keeper will track that. And he'll hang on. So a late burst here by the Hawks, trying to get a little bit closer and a little bit more momentum.
Wow, lots of fireworks, big saves, big hits, big goals, some scraps, a little bit of everything in this one.
Yes, a feisty game for sure between these long time. The fifth game that they've already seen each other this year. Hoynes will take the face-off against Ringer inside the Flin Flon zone to the right of the Bomber netminder Keeper. Tate to the blue line. That one is fired wide that time by the D-man Mitchell. Tate will get it again back of the net. Ashton Tate tied up in the corner. He falls to the ice here with Ringer on top of him. Hawks keep it in. Blue line it goes. Mitchell's long shot steered away that time by Keeper. Rebound picked up here by Bruce. Has been kind of quiet in this game tonight. Tate in there as well. Try to move it ahead. Flin Flon will try to play that one ahead, but Biondo got a piece of that one. Biondo knocked it down, played it back to Tate. He'll let Seabrook take it. Seabrook hit hard that time by Semp. Look out. Bombers dumped that one in for Ringer. The body's starting to fly around here. Semp taking a bit of a whack this time by Mitchell. Minute and a half remaining in the third period. Play inside the Hawk zone. Nipawin will grab it. Wallington will skate away. Wallington will bring it in deep. There's Holmes taking it from him. Played it back to Tanchuk. Tanchuk got turned around. Back up the middle it goes. Intercepted by Ryan, but he puts it right on the stick of Lees. Lees with Muka cutting the net. Muka for the hat trick. Can he put it in? No! Roberts comes across and makes the save. Wouldn't that have been a big story here tonight? Here comes Drake back the other way. He'll throw that one in deep. Yakupchuk along the boards. Muka tried to play it out. Tied up along the boards this time at Wellington with less than a minute remaining in the game. Flin Flon going to pick up another victory here tonight with a solid 8-2 lead late in the third period. Puck turned over outside the Nipawin blue line. Carruthers tried to get set, but he couldn't knock it down. Carruthers forced back at his own line. Played that one ahead. Chance now for Piccinino. Piccinino will race in. He had Olofsson in front of the goal. Piccinino trying to work his way back out front. The blue line it goes. Smith. Piccinino too far for him. We got another penalty coming up.
The goaltender's in a scrap here.
Roberts has got a hold of one of the Bombers. What happened there, Raphael? Did you get a look at that?
They just got tangled up, and Roberts just mashed him to the ground.
He wasn't happy at all. You're right. We're getting a little bit of everything in this hockey game.
Roberts has been very feisty. He was shoving around Marsden. Now he's shoving down Olofsson.
25.9 seconds go. A lot of the Bombers have been tossed out or all sitting behind the glass there. But boy, Roberts, whatever happened in front of that, he did not like it. And he takes Olofsson down big time.
Yeah, he just mauled him. He used all that equipment and just used all of his momentum to take him down.
You don't see a goalie grab a guy. That's like shades of Ron Hextall back in the day. Might he hit guys with a stick all the time too, but no Roberts.
Well, I know he was shoving down Marsden, and that's what led to the fight earlier. So Roberts getting very physical as he's had the Bombers in his crease all game too. So he was just kind of take what he can stand until he can't stand no more.
And he's got to be frustrated too, right? I mean, he's played well and they've given up 8 goals tonight.
50 shots and he's I mean, they're really a lesser goaltending effort. It could be definitely in the double digits for the Bombers.
Referee's got the notepad out here. He's writing some stuff down. 25.9 seconds remaining. But momentum for Flin Flon for sure. 8-2 lead. They're going to improve on the year to 17-9-2, 36 points, and have leapfrogged the battle first. Of course, we got to see what happens between Weyburn and Yorkton here tonight. I'm interested to see if Keith Gruner gets a suspension here for that second fight, Raphael. That used to be the league rule. If a fight was going on, a second fight came out, that was deemed a line brawl, and those guys would be suspended.
Well, they'll have to see on the tape if it was deemed that they went on simultaneously.
That's probably going to be what the argument is, but we'll see. They might lose Gruner for at least one of those 2 games this weekend. We'll find out, I guess. Tanchuk and Anderson getting the instructions from downstairs. Looks like Nipawin's taking the penalty here. The goalie,
I think it would be a roughing or interference call or something like that on Roberts.
He didn't like something in front of the net, grabbed a hold of Olofsson, tossed him to the ice, and Flin Flon will finish the game on the power play. They're 2 for 3 in this game. There's 25.9 seconds remaining. But an important 2 points for Mike Reagan's crew, rebounding after an overtime loss against the Battlefords on Saturday.
So that's going to be points in 14 straight?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Or
guess
13?
you could say unbeaten
12?
in 14.
Yeah, you can do one of those, yeah.
But definitely on a nice tear for sure. Now we'll get the face-off just outside the Nipawin blue line. And Stick gets set for the face-off here against Hoynes. Gets drilled right off the face-off. Smith at center. It's a double minor. They thought they announced here to Roberts. But yet only 2 minutes went up on the board. Not that it's going to matter anyway with only 13 seconds remaining in the game. Flin Flon will throw it deep. Muka goes heavy in there again as he goes after Mitchell back in the goal. Bombers work it back to blue line. Here's Yakimchuk. That's stolen, knocked away by Hoynes. He's going to run out of time. And that's going to do it for the game here tonight. And Roberts can't get off the ice quick enough. Good effort for him, but unfortunately, the Bombers too strong on this night. 2 goals by Ashton Tate, a bright spot here for the Nipawin Hawks. And Flin Flon continues their fine play against Nipawin. They've now beaten the Hawks, Raphael. 22 out of the last 25 games they played head-to-head.
Yeah, the Tad Kozin era is sort of a new leaf for the Nipawin Hawks. We knew it was going to be growing pains, trying to put the team together. Nipawin improved since the last time, I think, just from the effort that they got here. They're gelling a little more, but the Flin Flon Bombers just a little too much tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure, as they put 50 points, or 50 shots on the net. And they just kept coming. I mean, they just, Flin Flon,
well, give marks to the Bombers because we've seen them have 50 goals previously, or 50 shots, and they got frustrated because it's just not coming in. They just kept at it and got the momentum going, and were never really in doubt. Unless it was a good second period there by Nipawin, but they pulled away here in the third.
Just trying to get all these assists caught up here tonight. And we'll get, of course, to the east momentarily here to wrap up the game.
I believe that the second Muka goal was unassisted.
And I think the Tate goal was unassisted.
I got Carter Anderson for one. That was the announcement, at least.
Fine, we'll go with that. But a big win here for the Flin Flon Bombers nonetheless, Raphael. They win it 8-2, and like I said, at least for the time being, are second place overall. Leapfrogging the Battlefords at Flin Flon, and the big news for them, they used up their 1 game in hand on North Battleford tonight as well.
Yeah, and whenever a team that's down in the standings, you're always kind of nervous because these are games that the Bombers should win, and but you gotta you don't play the games on paper, you'll play the games on ice. Nipawin was very game tonight. They put a tremendous effort in. 8-2, not a yawner, not a snoozer at all. A very exciting hockey game, but the Bombers able to pour it on and put away the Hawks tonight.
Alrighty, let's run down the final scoring summary. A lot of goals to get to tonight. 8-2 the final for Flin Flon. Anthony Piccinino got the ball. And it was funny. Going back to the first period again, Flin Flon had a lot of great chances. We're going to be able to break through. They get that late power play goal by Anthony Piccinino in the first period. They never looked back. His 5th of the year from Cormier and Marsden. Seitz would end up scoring early in the second. His 3rd from Olofsson and Lees at 2:56. Ryder Muka's first at 2 stands up as the game winner. His first from Ewan and Lepper put Flin Flon up 3-0. Hawks did catch fire there for a little while. Ashton Tate, a nice game for him. His 5th unassisted at 3:51, made it 3-1. But again, we go back to that power play. They did not get the goal on. They moved the puck around. They got a lot of good chances, but they just couldn't get that power play goal. Flin Flon able to weather the storm. Keith Gruner comes back with his 12th from Carruthers and Marsden again at 13:47. 5-1 Flin Flon after 2. Ringer on the power play unassisted, his 12th at 16:45. Colin Olson driving to the net would make it a 6-1 game. His 2nd from Seitz at 1:43. Then Carruthers left alone in front, his 4th from Piccinino and Olofsson at 12:25. Ryder Muka again, driving to the net, goes 5 holes, 2nd of the night unassisted. And then Ashton Tate would get his 2nd of the game as well. 6th of the year for the Hawks at 16:41. And